a little bit of problems with my coming out very fuzzy. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on. It's probably my settings. So I will yeah, we're gonna have to I'm probably gonna have to fix it in the settings and do it again. But you guys go over to StreamYard or go back and look at the other one I just started. It's on my I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. I just started with the same thumbnail, okay guys? So all right. Let me do this real quick. What's going on? It's coming across fuzzy too. What the hell? All right, guys. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with the stream. My settings look okay. How about that right there? Let me fix my seat here for a second. Yeah, I don't know what's going on my end. It might be the internet connection. I don't know. Um, I don't know, guys. Give me a 5x5 if it looks good on your screen. Because it looks good on my end. All right, let me try rebooting the computer. It might be my camera or something. I don't know. Yeah, I am kind of picky, Flying Grandpa, who I let in. I'm restarting the StreamYard on my computer, so bear with me, guys. I don't know what happened. So I'm trying to get it fixed while I'm on my phone doing trying to keep you guys here while I'm rebooting the computer. I think something's going on with my computer real quick. So just doing a quick reboot on the computer. Um,
go over a few announcements and housekeeping and such. All right. There might have been an update on my computer. I don't know. I leave it on, so I do apologize, guys. Just taking a moment.
Playing from desktop 1F0 clap.
Make your computer eat.
Playing from desktop 1F0 clap.
I'm trying to get back in, but something happened where I don't know what is going on. There we go. About time. God dang. Hate when my computer decides it wants to take over. All right, we're getting 16 people in here now. All right, I'm just trying to boot it back up. Hang on, guys. I'm opening the internet browser right now. I was on Restream, but all right, let me get back in here. Yeah, this thing is on, Willie. Just trying to get in here. I had to reboot my computer. You can blame Rami. He's the one who told me to restart. So. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Let me mute that real quick.
There we go. Sorry about that. There we go. Let me get out of that. There you go. All right. And Carolina, is Carolina blocking you? What? No, Carolina's not blocking me. Am I missing something over in the chat? Nobody should be getting timed out or deleted unless they're being hateful. So I don't know why Lawyer Dog's crying like a little biatch over there. So what's going on? Is Lawyer Dog acting like a little bitch again? Lawyer Dog, I got to call you that. Are we now muting people literally for basically just disagreeing? I don't know about all that, but anyways, guys, I just want to let you guys know I'm going to update you real quick, and then I'll get into watching some videos or something so we can have some fun. But at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow morning Central Time, I will be going to the city of Fort Worth Municipal Court, Room 1. for my disorderly conduct charge, and we will be dealing with the proceedings. So I'm going to recognize a few people in here right now. I got Lawyer Dog, Wild Journey Nation, Muted Voodoo, James Forbes, Just Another Canadian, Dove73, King Bluto, Brick Jonesy, as always. Didn't even know you were up. This is saying 5:27 p.m. So I don't even know about all the hours are all messed up right now. Or maybe it's 5 minutes and 27 seconds in. I guess maybe that's what that is. Let's see. James Ford, Brick Jonesy. I think I've gone through everybody. I think Just Willie's in here. What's the matter, you? Flying Grandpa, Jody Shiloh, Rami, Rob Weedman, Bruce Gass, David Murphy. So nice of you guys to join me. So again, I do in 3 hours from now, I'm going to be actually on the vigilant committees with over there with Cliff Williams will be feeding me today. So that's going to happen in 3 hours from now. So if you guys can jump on over there, that would be great. In 3 hours, I don't know what he's got in store for me, but we'll go see what's up. But I do have 10:30 a.m. tomorrow in court. If Carolina can make it or anybody else can make it, that'd be great. But again, it's just going to be all this. Am I live? Yeah, this is live right here. Am I in the right studio? Give me a 5x5. Okay, you guys are all here. You guys can see me, right? Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure. Because this thing is throwing all kinds of... I'm getting all kinds of messed up stuff on my... Okay, something's going on with my StreamYard, so I don't know what's up. So I'll have to fix it later. But I just want to make sure. Okay, I'm not coming up blurry anymore. Not the right studio. Maybe. But at least that's working. Okay, so... So anyways, that's the announcements for that. And David, New York, he had to I don't know if you guys saw that, but he had basically didn't have a grand jury ready, so they told him basically he had to come back another day. So he's kind of getting the shaft over there as well. Make sure I'm getting to the right side. There you go. I'm in the old stream. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this thing. I reset and everything. I just know that Flying Grandpa put up the most current. But anyways, guys, don't forget, you guys can always keep me going. Keep me going by donating or buying a membership or donating directly to one of the links down below that'll pop through the feed. But let's get into some videos today. I want to see what's going on. I haven't really had a chance between all the records requests I've been doing this morning. I haven't really been doing much. That's really weird that on my StreamYard it's not even showing a thumbnail. That's crazy. So I don't want to go to manage videos. What did I do? Let's go to home. Let me share screen. Well, if you guys want to see what I'm kind of working on, I just got this records request sent to me. So these are all for Friday the 13th. These are all the incidents that occurred. I don't even know how many pages there are here. Jesus. 33 pages of incidents on Friday the 13th. Just in Fort Worth. crazy. This is crazy. That's crazy. My camera, I can't do anything about my camera, Rami. You're going to have to deal with it. That's the reason here, how about, there you go. Fixed. Done. You don't get to see me now. It's coming up fine on my end, so I don't know. But let's see what we got. Videos. Subscription. Share this tab. Let's see what we got going on. Trying to see who has, let's see. Trying to see who put out a video. San Joaquin's live right now.
That means qualified immunity goes out the window. I'd hope at least one of you guys knows that.
So he's about.
I'm going to read to you this quick update on this, right? What's up, Kip LA? My brother. Good to see you, bro. Small update. A very unprofessional judge in a court of non-record has forced an extension I had no clue about, said it was on my behalf, and made me sign a speedy trial waiver, amongst other things, like defamation in court by the judge still in proceedings. We'll have the jury trial January. I've just got an update a couple of days ago that they have dropped the case against the passenger in my vehicle, but are proceeding with prosecuting my case. If I'm not mistaken, they actually already dropped both charges. So I think that's the update on this. And he just put out the body cam of that as well. So yeah, they're definitely dropping his case because it was definitely illegal what they did to him, right? So
7 minutes out.
All right.
He's on his way. Okay?
Well, I notified this officer he was violating my rights before he did it. So qualified immunity isn't going to protect him.
Well, I don't know what the stop was for. He never said. He just asked.
He literally said it on my camera. It's because we yelled "fuck the police" and flipped him off, which is First Amendment protected speech and redress of grievance with my government.
Your
And if
government? What's your government?
you guys, you are government agents, right?
Right. But you said your government, like you were implying that you.
No, it's what the wording of the First Amendment. Do you know there's 5 points of the First Amendment?
I know there's probably more than that. It just depends on the state.
No, there's 5
Because
points.
every state has its own amendments. to
Yeah,
it.
but they can't overturn anything
No,
in the
they don't.
Constitution.
They don't, but they just add things to it, right?
5 points. I got freedom of speech and freedom of redress with my government, which is everybody's government, the government.
Okay.
And he's violating on both of those.
Okay.
And he got my license and information, which is a violation of my Fourth Amendment. And I'll let him know that too.
Well, if he's conducting an investigation, you are required to identify, so that's not a violation.
Not if I haven't violated the law. He has to have a lawful reason. He can't just pull anybody over and ask them for whatever he wants.
you have a question. What happened between you and Kelly Tito after Venice? Kelly Tito was being disrespectful to myself and everybody else, and he was killing the vibe. I actually brought Kelly Tito with me with Jay Surreal and Wolfie Gladley. It was going to be us four on the Cannabis Talk podcast, but Kelly Tito acted shady.
Here, I'm gonna go into this video because this one looks like it might be a little more interesting than San Joaquin.
Put your hands behind your back.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I go to jail. Yeah.
You're being detained for obstruction.
Man, I'm not. I don't
understand?
care, man.
Because we have to identify who we're
I
out
don't
with.
care, man.
We have to identify who we're
I
out
don't
with.
care.
You know, you're making us take you to jail just because you won't give us your name. So, congratulations.
Have you
Thanks
found
for the
yourself in a
$2 super
situation
chat,
where you
James
need
Forbes.
a lawyer? And do you need a lawyer that's free unless you win? Well, I'm not a lawyer, but Morgan & Morgan is America's largest personal injury law firm with over 1,000 attorneys in all 50 states. And they're 100% free for victims that was in Philadelphia. It takes a few minutes. I wanted to start this year a little bit different. And I want to start by saying that I've only been doing all of this for like a year and 10 months, which is not very long. But the amount of change that's been made in a year and 10 months is freaking unbelievable. But I've had a lot of help from a lot of people. And it's a list I wouldn't be able to put together if I had to. So I just want to say thank you to anyone that has ever reached out to me to help me in any way since the very beginning, honestly. It's very appreciated, and I couldn't do it without you. I've gotten at least 4 departments that I know of to implement annual or biannual civil rights training. I've gotten a few departments to remove unconstitutional signs from their buildings and parking lots. I've gotten bad cops to be disciplined and retrained, and even worse ones to resign. The list goes on. So I've met a lot of people along the way, and a lot of cops. And I actually have a lot of really good relationships with current officers and ex-officers, all of which will remain anonymous until I'm given permission otherwise. Well, today's video is permission otherwise. Next, Jacksonville, Arkansas Sergeant John Alberson, who worked at the Jacksonville Police Department for 21 years, has become a civil rights advocate. He also has a YouTube channel called Toe the Line. I'll leave a link. Well, one day he decides to request all the body camera footage from a random day at the Jacksonville Police Department to see what these cops are up to. And the very first video he watches is a man being arrested for refusing to ID. Now, before we get into that video, I'm going to stage the video by reading the very first paragraph of the police report. And before I do that, let me say this. There's this weird epidemic of cops that think they can ID anybody that they get a call on. They all say it, they all believe it, but you will not find a law that says if person A calls the cops on person B then loses their Fourth Amendment right, or probable cause is no longer a thing, or Terry v. Ohio is no longer relevant. You will not find a law that says you have to give your ID anytime the cops are called. It doesn't exist. The beginning of the police report reads, arrived on scene and made contact with a black male who refused to identify himself. The male stated he was from Texarkana and was wanting to get back home. He was upset because she would not give him a ride back home due to not having enough money for gas. Made contact with Candace Hubbard. Hubbard stated everything was fine, and then the male just began to get angry with her for no reason. He began to yell at her for talking to too many other guys. Hubbard stated he then called the cops.
What's going on?
Sir. So, all right. She got mad because I was talking to her and stuff like that. So, she don't know what she want to do. She texting all these dudes. I haven't been texting nobody. I used to have an iPhone, sir, but I got rid of the iPhone.
What's the issue here?
All right,
She can tell you everything. Tell him what's going on.
He was getting mad at her because she was about to go somewhere.
Who he was getting mad at? Who?
Her. I was about to go somewhere that I don't even live here. I don't even live nowhere down here.
All right, sir, calm down. Calm down.
And then he mad because she don't got enough gas to take him back to Texas.
Who problems is that though?
Who lives here?
I do.
Oh, she do.
Okay, whose kids are these?
Hers.
Who are you?
I ain't nobody to her.
So what's he doing here?
Oh, she came and got me from my house, which is in County, Texas.
I asked her, what's he doing here?
Well, he was with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and now what's the issue right now?
He wants to go home. I don't have gas.
He wants to go home.
Yeah. And that's 2 hours away.
And she doesn't have enough gas to give you a ride home.
And she barely got enough gas to go to work anyway.
Okay. So that's what you're upset about?
No, that's not what I'm upset about. I'm upset because she do a little stupid shit every day. She rather be home with her kids And then she leaves. She got the nerve to leave me with her kids. Tell me to do shit around the house when these badass kids doing shit that they don't see you supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
So you say you're upset with her because she'd rather be with her kids than you? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying she'd rather not be with her kids.
Okay.
Because apparently I be watching them all the time.
Okay. So what do you want to happen right now? What's happening?
Oh, look, this is what I want to happen.
Well, this is her residence.
But she not talking. I'm the only one talking.
Okay. So what?
I'm the only one trying to get something done.
You need to calm down a little bit and talk to me like I'm talking to you. Okay.
All right.
So what's going on? So what do you want? What do you want from this?
I want to go back to my house and I'm gonna leave her alone and I'm gonna let her do her.
Okay.
And that should be done.
She's not able to give you a ride. So however you're able to get home, you're gonna have to figure out that because she obviously can't give you a ride.
Well, my mother said she can send me the money in the morning. So can you bring me somewhere?
I bring you where?
To the station. I go to the station.
I can't just take you to a gas station?
No, to a station, to the police station.
I can't just take you to the police station. You need to go get a hotel or something like that?
I mean, if my mama send me the money, yeah, I'll get a hotel.
Okay. But, yeah, she's not going to be able to take you, but...
Hold on, let me call her real quick.
Four-corner fist in the air. What's going on?
So, Mom's not talking, so I don't know what's going on. But apparently they were together. This is her place with her kids. I think he's mainly upset because he lives in Texarkana and she doesn't have enough gas just to give him a ride back.
King Pluto.
He's probably not all there, but he's trying to call his mom to get him money to go basically get a hotel. That's all it is. He just wants. So,
do the kids live here?
Yes.
Are you the one? How do you know him?
Well, he was steady blowing up my inbox, so I started conversating with him.
Huh?
He was blowing up my inbox, so I started conversating with him. That's my ex.
Oh, I'm not her ex. Nowhere near her ex. We don't got no children together. How can I be your ex?
Okay. Well, let's go over here and then we'll figure out a way to get you.
Has he been staying here?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she can't.
Hey, sir.
He's talking to her.
Man, I don't care, man.
Let's just go over here. What's your name, man?
Man, I'm not telling you nothing until I get home, man.
All right.
Cause it's a lot of lying going on, bro.
You have any ID on yourself?
Man, I'm not telling you nothing, man.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you have any ID on you?
I'm not telling you nothing.
Put your hands behind your back.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I go to jail.
Right.
Yeah.
You're being detained for obstruction.
Man,
You're being detained for obstruction.
Man, I'm not. I don't care, man.
Because we have to identify who we're out with. Because we have to identify who we're out with.
I don't care, man. I'm gonna get home. This is the only way I'm gonna get home.
You just need to get to jail.
That is an unlawful arrest right there.
All right.
I'm going home though.
No, you're going to jail.
I'm going home after though.
Well, I don't care what you do after.
I'm going home after.
But
I'm going home after though. You hear me?
You know you're making us take you to jail. You're making us take you to jail.
But I'm not restraining on none of that though.
Because
I'm not restraining on none of that.
Okay.
You hear me?
But
You hear me?
I hear you. I hear you just fine.
I hear you too though.
Good.
You hear me?
Yep.
344.
Do you have anything else to say?
Do you got anything to say?
You are under arrest. That's what I have to say.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Okay.
I know my rights.
Okay.
Okay.
You have the right to be arrested.
Yeah, come on.
Just because you won't give us your name. Just because you won't give us your name. Give us your name. Give us your name. So congratulations. Up right here. You have anything in your pockets going to stick us, hurt us, anything like that?
Man, I ain't got nothing on me.
All right, step over here right
But my medicine. You want to check that?
Yes, sir.
Shit, I know I'll be out of the money. I'm good.
Okay, well. If it don't bother you, it don't bother me.
It don't bother me. If this the only way I gotta get home, shit.
Well, you don't be out. Where you live?
I live in Texarkana, Texas. Mama gonna come get me. All I ask y'all first.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
You're 22 and you need mama?
Need mama.
Yeah,
Need mama. So now y'all want to be disrespectful?
Uh-uh.
Now y'all want to be disrespectful? No. Now y'all want to be disrespectful? That's a weak. That's a weak. Don't grab me. Don't slam me. Don't slam me. Don't slam me. I have teeth, man.
If you do that
Don't
again,
slam me.
now you're arrested for resisting arrest. Okay.
Yeah, answer that phone to my mama. Since you said I should be on my mama. Yeah, nigga. Why I ain't talking nothing?
You do realize all this
Yo, no bootlicker,
What, y'all gonna let me walk up the street?
all right now. There you go.
Right here.
You search him good?
Man, grab my phone, man. It's my mom's phone, man.
Hey.
Before I took the out.
Hey, get in the car, man.
Man, it's a phone.
Get in the car.
Man, they told me
the car.
Told me.
Get in the car for what?
Don't talk me, bro. I have seizures, man.
Well, then sit in the car.
Don't talk me, bro.
Sit in the car.
All right, bro. Damn.
Get in the car.
Damn, bro. I'm gonna come get a car and fucking grab me like that. I have seizures.
Oh, do your legs and get in
the wrong time.
Hey, get in the car. Okay.
Y'all dirty ass cops.
Yep. Hello. Can you hear me? I don't know how to operate that thing.
Can you hand me that charger? I'm gonna put that in here.
Are you gonna arrest somebody for failing to ID?
I'm gonna go make contact over here.
Is he refusing to leave?
But we've got obstruction and resisting arrest. So he called
Saying that she was trying to dump the kids off.
Saying that she was trying to dump the kids off on him. Which is bogus as crap. Because he's upset that she wouldn't take him to Texarkana.
Is he out here calling?
No, there's nobody else out here. Huh? No, they don't. We're gonna get her to write out a statement. It's weird. She really don't know what happened, but I guess he just got upset that she wouldn't take him to Texarkana.
Yeah, that's basically what he wouldn't say that, but that's basically I think that's what it was.
He didn't hit y'all or kick you or nothing, did he?
No, my hand hurts a little
No,
bit.
I kept trying to squeeze in, but you wouldn't let me get in there.
Are y'all good with everything that happened here?
Yeah, no issues there. So I would do, obviously, obstruction and resisting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Resisting by means of force.
Yeah, we're not going to try to get disorderly. Just okay.
I mean, he was cursing stuff around kids.
Jack Nelson was charged with obstruction and resisting an unlawful arrest, and obstruction for refusing to ID, which is not a crime. And he's the one that called the cops to begin with, which was a bad move on his part. There's a common saying that there is no situation a cop can't make worse, and it's often proven to be true. But I'm all about making change, so sometimes a friendly phone call can go a long way.
Hello, can I please speak with the highest ranking officer there?
What's that reference to?
It's something that your officers are doing. I have video evidence of them not understanding what the Fourth Amendment is and violating people's rights. So I just wanted to speak with somebody to make sure that the Jacksonville Police Department understands certain case law so they aren't out there doing this to people every day.
Sir, one moment. I'm going to let you speak with the patrol captain. One moment.
Cool, thanks.
This Captain
American. Can I help you?
Hey, Kevin. So I'm just going to be upfront with you. I have a YouTube channel where I expose bad police, and so I actually show a lot of good police any chance I get. I'm not a cop hater, but that is what I do. I just wanted to be open and honest with you about that. So I get a lot of videos sent my way for me to review. I don't always act on them. Sometimes I just call the police department and bring it to their attention and leave it at that, because I really am just trying to make change here, and I don't always have to make a video out of it. Sometimes I just holler at the police department. So I got a video today, and it shows, and I have officers' names, but it shows them arresting someone for failure to ID. They aren't accusing him of committing any crimes or anything like that. They just say, I think he's the one that actually made the call, and they want his ID, and he says he doesn't have to give it. It's a crime. It's literally 3 seconds before they put him in cuffs, and they say, well, you're obstructing governmental operations. So this is something I know exactly you. So are you familiar with Terry versus Ohio, for example?
I would have to pull it up and look at it.
So yeah, it's fine. So reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime comes out of Terry v. Ohio, which is a Supreme Court case law. So in other words, and the thing that cops always do is they forget the of a crime part. They just say reasonably suspicious. But that's not the whole sentence. It's of a crime, and you have to be able to articulate what that crime is. And actually in the state of Arkansas, if you look up criminal procedure 3.2, it says you have to tell someone why they are detained before you detain them. You can't just detain someone and say, I'll tell you later. Like it actually says in Arkansas 3.2 criminal procedure, you must advise them why they're detained. And you need a crime to detain somebody, and you can't demand ID without a crime.
Reasonable suspicion to detain somebody.
Of a crime. See, that's what I just got done saying, was cops always forget the of a crime part. So you need reasonable suspicion of a crime, and you have to be able to tell that person what that crime is. Okay. So this is something that I don't know what it is. It's just not trained, but 99% of cops get this wrong. I'm not here hating or anything. I'm just stating a fact that I see every day. And so the dude was arrested for failure to ID. He was not advised that he was detained. There was no crime for him to be detained for. There was no crime for him to be suspected of to demand ID. The cop's allowed to ask for ID all day, but if I say no and I haven't committed a crime, then I don't have to give it to you, and you don't get to arrest me. So something that all cops always say is, I got a call, and so I need to ID everyone involved, and that's not how it works. That's against the Fourth Amendment. That's against Terry v. Ohio, and that's exactly what he says and does, and then arrests the man. His only charge is obstruction for governmental operations, which you can't do that. That's like a secondary offense. So what are you arrested for to begin with? Why was he detained to begin with? There was no crime to be detained. There was no reason to demand ID lawfully. You can ask, but not demand. So anyways, that's something that your police officers are doing. Instead of making a big fuss about it on the internet, I thought I would just call you and hope that you would hear me out and make a change, and maybe even, I'm not even looking to, put a complaint on his record, but maybe you could just counsel.
Who was the officer?
And there was 3 there, and I can get all their names, but the one that did it was Coburn, Coburn. And
when did this occur? Do you know?
Oh, let's see, September 13th. Yeah, September 13th. Well, that's either when the video was edited by Amy Cohn, who edited it, or I'm not sure if that's the date. Actually, hold on. Who is the? I don't know about what the guy was up to. I don't agree with everything the guy was saying, but that doesn't take away his rights. Whether I understand
what you're saying.
Yeah.
I definitely understand.
And so if it happens to him, it's going to happen to someone else. And if that's just how they think, so if
there's a training issue that I need to kind of correct.
And hey, and like literally, so the whole reason I even have a YouTube channel was because this exact thing happened to me in my hometown, and the chief was really cool about it. I said I'm not looking to sue or anything like that. I said I just want retraining. I don't even want none of that. I just want to make sure everyone understands. And so he actually retrained his whole police department, because exactly what happened to him happened to me, and that's all I wanted. Yeah. And that's and I get and that's all I want here. So
I understand totally.
Yeah,
and I'll look at it and I'll see what I need to do.
Thanks, man.
All right, man.
What was your name again? I apologize.
Captain Betterton.
Captain Betterton. Thank you.
Former Jacksonville Sergeant John Alberson sets up a meeting with the chief, Brett Hibbs, the mayor, Jeff Elmore, the city attorney, Stephanie Friedman, and Lieutenant Chris Burrow of Professional Standards. A colleague of John's is there with John on speakerphone because John is currently out of state.
And we did notice those things in there. And when it comes to the arrest for obstruction of government operations, they said in there, any disturbance we go to, we have a right to identify people. Whether we figure out at the time we ask for it, whether a crime has been committed or not. If we go to a disturbance, we identify people. It's standard. You did it for 21 years. We always do it, but they should identify people, especially somebody who's kind of irrational like that guy was, and he wants to get out of there. Even if nothing had happened, they were going to take him somewhere. They asked for his ID, they said, before he put you in the car. And he refused. And they do have a right to identify him at a disturbance, at a call. And
Okay, so that was brought to you by the Random Patriot. So what's going on, firm audits? So I've got to make a phone call right now to Internal Affairs, Fort Worth PD. I'm actually going to be following up on my complaint to see where we're at in the process. So I'll let you guys listen to that call. So I'm making that call right now. If I can get my phone to work here. I don't know what's going on with all this cold weather, but it's got stuff not working correctly. Here we go, making a phone call.
Police Department Internal Affairs Division. For English, please press 1. If you need information about filing a formal complaint with the Internal Affairs Division, please press 1. If you have a question and would like to speak to an like to file a formal complaint referencing Fort Worth police officer's conduct, you may leave a message with your name, phone number, and the details of the complaint. Also, please provide the officer's name or report number if known, and someone will return your call as soon as possible. Si desea informar Departamento de Policía de Fort Worth, usted puede dejar un mensaje con su nombre, número de teléfono y los detalles de su queja. También deja el número del oficial o el número de reporte si lo tiene con usted y alguien le dará la llamada lo más pronto posible. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished.
Well, I don't want to talk to a recording. I want to talk to a live person because a recording doesn't do me any good.
Thank you for calling the Fort Worth Police Department. For English, please press 1. If you need information about filing a formal complaint with the Internal Affairs Division, please press 1. If you have a question and would like to speak to an investigator, please press 2. If you are calling like to file a formal complaint referencing Fort Worth police officer's conduct, you may leave a message with your name, phone number, and the details of the complaint. Also, please provide the officer's name or report number if found, and someone will return your call as soon as possible. Referente a la voluntad de un oficial del Departamento de Policía de Fort Worth, usted puede dejar un mensaje con su nombre, número de teléfono y los detalles de su...
All right, I'll call back. I'm not going to leave a message. So anyways, let me, like I said, I got about 2.5 hours before I got to get over to, the Vigilant Committee to do that, panel with Cliff Williams. But in the meantime, show some videos here. So
Whatever you want. Would you please give me your first name?
Yes, sir.
Would you please give me your last name?
Yes, sir.
Would you please give me your date of birth?
Yeah.
The fact that they don't like it, and you're not the feelings police. You're not out here to enforce their policies or their feelings.
What's the badge number? What's this? What's your badge number, sir? What is it? What's your badge number? What is it? Tell me. It's the one. Tell me your badge number. What's the...
Welcome back to CT3, where we highlight clips and I'll recap with a few educational pointers to ensure your rights aren't violated on your next encounter with a cop.
Dumbass. Blocking traffic while he was calling me in. I already given him a description of me. Saying what I look like. Pretty good stuff here. All right. Here we go, city truck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're getting to talk to here. How you doing?
Can I help you or something?
No, I'm just getting some footage here.
Doing what?
Getting some footage.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Turn around. Oh, here we go. Good afternoon.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good.
there something wrong?
You were on their wall.
Excuse me?
Is it true you were on their wall?
On their wall?
Yeah, they claim that you were on top of their wall.
But that is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I've been on this sidewalk the entire time.
Well, did they have video cameras here too?
I don't know.
Well, we'll double check.
I was not on there. I was never off the sidewalk. Straight down there, straight down here. If they
Well,
tell
that's
you
what we were called for. We're trying to figure it out.
Okay, so if I can prove that I wasn't, are you gonna cite them for calling in a false report?
Well, I have to hear both sides. I've always only talked to you so far.
Okay.
So what seems to be going on?
Nothing. I'm doing a little story on the water plant. I'm just getting some footage of some vehicles moving in and out.
Oh, okay.
I'm not causing any trouble.
You're like a reporter or something?
I am. I'm with the press. Yes.
Oh, which one?
I'm with Arizona United News.
Never heard of it.
Oh, we're an online service.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any ID with you at all? So
have I committed a crime?
April, I appreciate that. I'm gonna be on the vigilance committee in 2 hours and 18 minutes, so make sure you're on for that. I put the link down below if you already haven't subscribed to the vigilance committee. Yeah, I'll be doing that at 3:30 Central Time. So, and I might be covering somebody who's going live here in a minute. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out for him because we want to make sure that we flood their phone calls if she gets arrested. So we're going to be watching her.
Well, I'm investigating a crime.
I understand that, but
you want me to hear your side of the story, right?
I already told you. I've been on the sidewalk the entire time. What?
So how can I take your report after false reporting if you don't even identify yourself?
Well, do you suspect me of committing a crime? I'm just asking you.
Well, at this stage, I don't have a crime yet.
Okay, but then I don't have an obligation to provide you an ID.
Well, there is a statute that says you're required to provide identification.
Yeah, do you know what it is?
Yes.
You know what it is? 13-2412. And it says that
after I tell you that you're supposed to give me your identification.
If I have not, if I'm not, am I being detained? Am I being detained?
You're being detained until we find out if there's truth or facts to the case.
Reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime can you say that you're detaining me by?
They're reporting you trespassing on their wall.
So you're going to take their word for it?
I'm investigating it, so you're not free to leave while I investigate.
Go investigate.
Is that fair?
That's fair, but
April Rain, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Appreciate that. Just saw that up there on the screen. So I'm waiting for Wild Journey Nation Free Press to go live here in a few. She's got strict orders that she can't go towards any law enforcement or anything like that. She's going to be live streaming her. She has to go down to the county courthouse for some official business or the tax people or whatever. And so we're going to make sure she doesn't get arrested today. So she does. We got to make sure we phone the courthouse, and I'll be looking that up when she goes live. Just in case she gets arrested. We just want to make sure she doesn't go to the dungeon. So we're gonna keep watching her just in case. But in the meantime, I'm gonna keep playing this.
I want to hang out with you. There's another officer over here. I can't talk with you both at once.
Well, you can go talk to them. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
Where am I going to get?
I don't know. How did you get here?
I didn't say.
Okay.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
My name is Officer Palmer.
Palmer?
The Mesa Police Department. My badge is 10326.
Thank you very much for being professional. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing my job. I get called out to a call. I got to check it out.
And I'm doing mine. And I'm doing nothing wrong. And I'm on a public sidewalk. And I have every right to film anything I can see in public. You look as though you're going to challenge that. No? Okay.
Why would I challenge that?
I don't know. You just had that pensive look of, I've got to come back to that. So I just want
All right, guys. So this is Wild Journey Nation. We're going to keep an eye on her. So I just put something in the chat, let her know that we're watching her.
Sorry, guys.
So we want to make sure that I told her to go vertical mode.
McIntosh County.
Yep. We want to make sure she don't get arrested. They're trying to lock her up.
I was getting a few stares from the parking lot when I was in my car, so we'll see how they act.
So
I'm not
she's in the
supposed to be
county
here or
courthouse.
talking to cops. I can be here, but I cannot approach law enforcement. Hey guys, how are you?
How are you?
I'm fine.
Leave your phone in there. Any other milk in your pockets?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay, let me give you some advice. Just you come on through. If you're videoing, you're not allowed in this building.
Okay, well, I mean, who said?
The court.
The court said?
That's their rule here.
So you can't video in the public hallways at all?
Well,
Who said that?
You don't go into the offices.
I want to record. That's what I'm recording is my
They
interaction.
may end up asking you to leave, so just be ready for it.
Okay, they can ask. Thank you. Have a good day. Hi, Leslie. Typical ignorance. DA's office is right here. Hi, how are you? I need to file my land papers, my deed. Do I come here?
Yeah.
Okay. That, and there's that. And how much will it be?
You can't record.
Okay, I just want to do this
You
and
can't
then.
video.
Okay, will I be
You
arrested?
can do it out there, but you can't do it in.
Okay, will I be arrested if I do?
You can do it
I'm just
out there.
I'm just asking what.
You
I
can
will
do
turn it
out
off.
there.
I'll turn it off if I'll be arrested. Or what?
Turn it off.
Or
You cannot video in here.
okay, I'm just asking. Like, I'll turn it off. Is there a law? I'm asking.
Go out there.
For what?
That's where you can video.
Okay. Well, let me get my stuff and. What's your name?
Get out.
Get out? Okay. Under threat of arrest, I'll leave.
Did I say that?
Well, I mean, what are you gonna
I
do?
said get out.
Don't touch me.
I didn't touch
You were gonna.
No, I did. So don't.
There's no sense in that.
There's no sense in you.
What am I doing? I'm just here to do business.
Read that sign right there.
Okay. That's a public office. Why are you so upset? It's okay. Shh, take a deep breath.
Okay. Yeah, you.
Or what?
Deep breath.
Are you trying to intimidate me?
No, I'm not.
It looks like it.
No, you
I mean,
call it what you want to call it.
Call it what you want to call it. I mean, you were like right on top of me.
So, I told you to read this.
I can see that fine.
There it is.
Okay.
Don't video.
But y'all be lying and stuff. Y'all be lying. So what am I supposed to do? Y'all lie in affidavits. What do you want me to do? You want to arrest me for videoing my business? Well, then why are you telling me to get
I
out?
haven't said anything about arrest.
Well, let me go back in there then. So if I record in there, or what? That's what I'm asking you. Or what? I'm just trying to ask what the, or what? What is the consequence? What is the consequence? What is the consequence I'm asking? So I'm going to go back in. Will I be arrested? I'm just asking. Yes or no? I just want to file my papers. He said I can't record. All right, guys, it's going south quick. Okay, how much will it be at least? Well, do you want to come out here? Because I can't record in there. I'm not going to quit recording. I'm sorry. So, okay. Or I'll be, you're not going to serve me? Okay. That's Dina Farrow. That's shaky. All right. I'm not going to get my business done again, guys.
Have a good one.
You too.
I've already explained it to her.
Gabriel Griffin, what's going on? Kersey 1, Keebler, Swedish Observer. Yeah, she was live, guys.
Okay. I don't know if you can hear me, but they did not. So freaking cold. They would not do business with me because I was recording. So I still don't have my land papers, which sucks. McIntosh County, Oklahoma, McIntosh County Courthouse. That was Dina Farrow. That was so rude to me when I was trying to file my land papers. Oh well, I didn't get in jail, so that's good, but they wanted to. I'm so irritated right now. Like, who do they think they are? I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, I get it. If you're corrupt, you don't want to be caught. That's what's happening. But anyways, I'm going to get off here. I'm freezing for one. And for two, they're going to try to find any law I break as I'm leaving. So, to get me with. So I'll try to get back on here when I get home. Thanks for coming.
All right, I'm going to try to call her real quick, so hang on, guys.
Hello.
Hey, you're live, so don't say any personal information. So my question is, because I have everybody watching you too, and you forgot to go vertical mode.
Oh, I thought you said to go in the other mode.
No, vertical.
Sorry.
Anyways, is there any way that you can go to the post office and have that postmarked and mailed in?
Yeah, but no, actually, because I have to do, I think, well, I got it notarized, but they said I have to file it in person. They're making everything extra difficult, and it's just ridiculous. But I'm not going to go in there and do business without recording. They fucking lie.
Well, I know it. I know, and when you said, "Am I going to be arrested?" he almost didn't want to answer that question.
Nope, he didn't.
And then he started running.
Yeah, and then you ran away with the stupid ADA.
So, but yeah, so I was just, I mean, I think you did really good. In fact, everybody give me a 1 in the chat if you thought she was good. Put a 2 in there if she should have pressed it and got arrested. Because I really feel that's where it would have gone. I was trying to get you to.
That's why I left, because I know that it would have gone there. I feel the energy changing. I saw the ADA and rolling her eyes in the hall. She was talking shit upstairs. I could hear everyone in the offices were staring. Like, it was a big, ridiculous mess. And it's all unnecessary.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Deanna, I ain't got one single 2 in the chat yet. Everybody's putting 1s and 1 times 1,000. And so, you know what?
Oh, you tell everybody I said thank you so much for being there on my first live. And I hope to go live again soon. I'm freezing cold right now. But, yeah, that was just unfortunate. But I'm not surprised.
there's 25 people in my chat, and some of them were over there in yours supporting you as well, like Rami and Kersey1 and JC News Now. So we were keeping an eye on you from the minute you went live. I already had the courthouse rules pulled up. I had the courthouse phone number pulled up. I had your lawyer's number pulled up. I was ready to hit the panic button. So, and that's unfortunately what we have to do nowadays just to be able to go into a public building with a video recorder.
Yeah. Well, the woman that was like, get out of my office, that did all that, her name is Tina Farrow, and her husband is the cop that was all up in my face outside of the courtroom that day, telling me not to record. Remember?
Yeah. So yeah, well, I mean, you're more than welcome to get home and situated and come up on the stream for a little bit. I've got that stream I got to do in 2 hours, and you can kind of talk a little bit more about that encounter today and who those people were in the courthouse, because I didn't get a great view of them, but I know that when you're dealing with something, you're not really focused on the camera and getting the shot. You're more focused on what's going on around you, in front of you. But I think you handled it very, very well, and I think it'd be better if you came up here and just kind of let people know how you felt and what were you going through after you kind of let your adrenaline drop a little bit, because I know your adrenaline was probably going.
It is. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. But yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna head home. I'll be there in about 20 minutes, and I'll jump on and visit with y'all.
Okay. Well, we'll see you then. Be safe. Let us know if anything happens between there and now.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Yep, that's correct, guys. Let me get back into this other video real quick while we're waiting on her.
Wouldn't you agree with that?
Sure, you can.
So they're reporting suspicious activity.
Is that a crime?
Suspicious activity is something we need to check out.
Is it a crime?
It could be a crime.
A misdemeanor or felony?
It could be both.
Which one is that? What is the ARS for suspicious activity? I'm dying to hear that because I'm not familiar with it.
Well, you're just playing games.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm trying to. You know what? I want nobody to bother me. I'm just getting some footage for my story.
Okay. This is a secure facility, and they're reporting that you were on their wall.
Well, they're lying.
Well, we'll try to get to the bottom of that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Ask them.
It's certainly suspicious to them enough to call us.
I'm a reporter, and I'm getting footage for a story. No one came and asked me anything. Okay. I'm on a sidewalk.
This doesn't even have a name on this. It could be anything. You could make that up.
Sure, it could. Sure. Yeah, I don't need press credentials to say I'm a member of the civilian press.
But with all the horrible things that are in the news nationwide,
what do I got? What am I going to do with the camera?
You're doing recon for bad guys.
Recon, right in the middle of the day. I'm going to come do recon. And what do you think I can see that I can't spot on Google Earth?
A lot.
Did he really just say recon for the bad guys? Did he really just say that? Are you serious? That's freaking hilarious.
A lot of things.
Really? I'm curious, sir. What do you think?
Closer in Google Earth.
I'm a lot closer in Google Earth. I can't see past that wall. I can't see it. I want to get these up on the wall.
License plates.
Is that a crime? Is that a crime? Okay.
It's certainly suspicious.
Okay. And suspicion is not in the ARS statute. So I challenge you to find it.
People can report suspicious activity.
They sure can. And I have given you a reasonable answer as to what I am doing here. I am collecting
I'm still investigating we're going to still investigate.
And how are we doing that exactly with you standing here?
I have 2 other officers around. Well, one of us was talking with you and one of us talked with them.
Okay.
That's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. So this, you say, is a secure facility?
Yeah, it looks locked up, secure to me.
Okay.
No trespassing.
So
obviously
there are some cameras somewhere, right?
I don't know. You're saying obviously. Nothing obvious to me.
It's a secure facility. I mean, come on, let's be realistic here.
Okay.
Do you think there aren't cameras? You think there aren't cameras looking at us right now?
Certainly possible.
I would sure go look those up and find out whoever said I was on the wall. That's ridiculous.
Why are you so agitated?
I don't like people making false claims. I'm just trying to get some footage, and everybody's coming and harassing me.
So what's the story about? I'm curious.
I can't tell you what the story's about.
You're the press. Why aren't you going to tell the public?
You'll see it when it goes online.
Okay.
I'm grabbing a water here. What's that?
What website do I go?
I don't want to say right now.
Online? Huh? What's that?
I don't want to say right now.
Okay.
It'd be Arizona United News. You can find it there.
Arizona United News.
Uh-huh.
Is that like a website?
It is. Am I free to go?
No, you're still not.
And I'm being detained for?
You're being detained for investigation of trespassing.
No, I understand, but detainment.
1502.
Okay.
Trespassing. You're not free to leave because
I'm trespassing on a public sidewalk.
No, sir.
You just said I was trespassing.
These people are reporting you're trespassing. I'm investigating that.
Okay.
There is a possibility that you're trespassing. Is that possible that you're trespassing?
It's not possible. Impossible.
That is not impossible that you were trespassing.
Well, I was in my body for the last hour and I know where I've been. So it was
These
impossible.
guys are reporting something different from that. And there could be a mix up between.
There's not a mix up. They're lying. They trumped up the call because they didn't like me out here filming in front of the building. So they made up a story and said I was on their wall. It's ridiculous.
I love how you interrupt me.
Excuse me?
I love how you're interrupting me.
How am I interrupting you?
I was speaking and you interrupted me.
I apologize.
Okay.
Go ahead, speak.
So what I'm saying is what they say and what the dispatcher hears and what the dispatcher types, and then it comes to another channel and comes to me.
I understand.
You've heard the telephone game, right? So some things that are reported are not 100% accurate.
I totally
or maybe
understand.
They're totally accurate, but we have to verify.
Okay.
So they're reporting, we're verifying. I'm not stepping on anybody's rights.
You're live on the internet now.
You're being recorded too.
I don't understand why people would make up stories just because they're uncomfortable, right? One guy came out and asked me if I needed any help. I said, no, I'm just getting some footage. So
you seem uncomfortable of identifying yourself.
I don't need to identify myself.
Well, if
you seem very comfortable with walking up to any person and asking to abuse their rights.
I'm not trying to abuse anybody's rights.
Sure you are.
You even know the statute of 13-2412A.
Tell it to me.
It says that if I'm lawfully detained you during a lawful stop,
okay,
you have to provide me your name.
You're exactly right. What is the lawful reason that you have detained me? Lawful.
Investigating.
That's not a
call.
It's not a lawful reason.
Trespassing.
That's not a lawful reason.
Well, I don't think you understand that then.
Okay.
Because you're not free to leave because I'm talking with you about what they're reporting.
Very good.
As trespassing.
I don't have any ID on me.
So that's lawfully.
I don't have any ID on me, so don't
Would
waste
you
your
agree
time.
that's a lawful detention?
No, it's not.
Why not?
Investigation is not a lawful detention.
Why do you say that?
Because you have to be able to articulate a reasonable suspicion. What's your RS? What is it?
So if we find out that you are trespassing and you fail to identify yourself, you could be charged with a misdemeanor.
Okay, find that out. Make up something that puts me on that wall. I'm happy to go to jail for that because that is ridiculous.
Okay.
At the same time, I'd like to know who here reported me by saying
Well, I
that.
can work on that. I can find that out.
Where
it could be in the police report for you. Okay.
Okay. I want to know why people think I'm breaking the law right now. What is everybody worried about a camera?
A person does not have to break the law for them to call the police on something.
I understand that.
You want to talk with the RP? Yeah. Find out for sure if he's on the wall. He claims he's been here for an hour and a half and hasn't been on the wall.
It's a secure facility. They got to have cameras all over.
So he's claiming he's never been past this public sidewalk. Okay. And he's trying to live video footage, which I don't know, I'm intimidated by. Gotcha. So if you can find out if there is security video where he is on their property, I explained to him. He's failing to identify himself so far, and he doesn't think he's being lawfully detained, but he's not free to leave because we're investigating. Right. This allegation of trespassing. Okay, I'll go talk to this. Pretty fair.
Excellent. Love it. So how's your day going?
It's pretty good.
You just start your shift, or you you've been back ready to go home?
No.
Excellent.
Right in the middle.
How you doing, ma'am? Hi, can I have your name and badge number, please? Can you say it for me, please? I don't read very well.
He's live on
Flanagan 11935.
11935. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm one of those guys.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I hope we can find some.
Suspicious activity is not a crime.
Yeah, but trespassing is.
I'm not trespassing.
But the allegations
I'm not trespassing.
were on the fence.
I understand that.
That's what they're
Well, if they're a high-powered secure facility, they can easily prove that.
The statute.
You agreed that this is a lot potential because we're investigating a crime.
They're alleging a crime, so we're investigating.
Okay, very good.
So under 13-2412A, you're required, therefore,
I'm gonna, you know what?
your name.
I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to stand here and consider it a consensual conversation right here. Okay?
That's fine if you want to consider whatever you want. Would you please give me your first name?
No, sir.
Would you please give me your last name?
No, sir.
Would you please give me your date of birth?
No, sir. No, sir. If I've committed a crime and legally detained,
if you're lawfully detained, you are committing a crime by not identifying yourself. So that is a crime. It's Class 2 misdemeanor, 13-2412A.
Yes, that's,
and you even quoted me that statute, so you know that statute very well.
I do know that statute, and when you detain me lawfully, then I will gladly give my full name. I understand that.
Not free to leave. So
I understand
you're
that,
detained.
but not lawfully.
How is it not lawful?
I've committed a crime. You have no RAS. None at all. Them saying something is not reasonable, articulable suspicion and should not be in your eyes. We've been here about 15 minutes now, and 2 officers are talking to the people who give a false report that I was on the fence. That's hilarious. On the fence. I'm too old and too lazy to get up on something like that. But a sidewalk I can handle.
Use my name, use my badge.
Well, that's your job.
Yeah.
You're required to give your name and badge number. And I appreciate what you do.
I don't.
You don't think I appreciate what you do? Hold on now. This is interesting. So why did you say that? I would have preferred.
You haven't identified yourself. It's like you're.
And how would that change anything? If I told you who I was, how would that change anything?
You'd be more cooperative.
Okay, my name's Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Dan, Don, Delmer.
D.
You just go by D?
Yes, just go
That's
by
pretty
D.
cool. I had a friend that went by D. Mm-hmm. So now,
Jeff, how long you been a reporter? It's a pretty cool job, right?
I enjoy it a lot, but I don't enjoy things like this. See, this is all a complete waste of my time. I'm trying to get
in that tree when that.
I'm trying to get vehicles
I'm not
moving out of
stopping
here. No, you're not. But this is all in my scene, and I'm narrating, and everything is it's just a mess now. I have to start all over basically. I would have preferred that nobody came out and talked to me and you guys weren't bothered with it. 3 police officers. How much money is that in an hour? That's a lot of money out here for somebody doing a constitutionally protected right. You cannot deem public photography a crime. And it's not. I just want to take pictures. I do find it terrible that all these resources are wasted on this because you guys could be doing something else. You could be.
Somebody had ill intentions with what you're doing, and we were to identify that person and stop their ill intentions.
You should have made that determination right away, right? You did a threat assessment right away, right? I can't do that.
All right.
Hey, man.
Hey,
here's the deal. You're not in any trouble. You are on the sidewalk. You're allowed to record. All I ask is if I didn't say you did prior, just don't step on their property. Don't block their driveway. And if people come to the sidewalk, I don't know, it's kind of hot outside. I don't know if they're going to be walking. Just kind of step to the side and go. Got them.
I am 58 years old.
Yes,
and I know how to get out of the way of traffic.
Sounds
I know
good.
not to block a sidewalk, and traffic needs to yield to pedestrians.
Sounds good. Okay. And any questions at all?
Yeah, I want to know why it is they can call in a police report and say I was on their property when I wasn't.
I think it was miscommunication.
They can call all day.
Miscommunication.
They can call all day.
I think it was they saw you right
You know
by
what kind
where
of
that
facility
traffic
it is?
pylon it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they just thought that you were on the other side of the property. That's what it was.
And we confirm that you weren't.
Yeah.
So
that's why we're all done.
All right.
Have a good day.
All right, folks. Thank you very much for upholding your oath. I appreciate it.
This encounter is a masterclass in standing up for constitutional rights with composure and professionalism. Huge respect to the cameraman for holding his ground and effectively educating both the officers and the audience on First Amendment rights. The cameraman confidently defended his right to film on public property, clearly articulating the legal foundation of his actions. He emphasized that public photography is a constitutionally protected activity and that mere suspicion does not equate to criminal activity. When allegations of trespassing surfaced, the cameraman stood firm, challenging the validity of the claim and urging the officers to verify the facts. His logical approach, highlighting the availability of surveillance footage, exposed the baseless nature of the accusations. His professionalism was evident in his respectful tone, even when addressing unwarranted detainment and requests for identification. By maintaining a calm demeanor and redirecting the conversation to the law, he transformed a potentially confrontational situation into an educational moment. The cameraman's ability to engage the officers in constructive dialogue was particularly commendable. He pointed out the waste of public resources in responding to lawful activity, reminding the officers of their responsibility to uphold constitutional rights rather than act on vague suspicions. The cameraman's preparedness, knowledge, and composure set a high standard for accountability and transparency. Respect to the cameraman for turning a challenging situation into a powerful demonstration of civil liberties in action. Let's keep going.
No, I'm just taking pictures, so that's all.
Anything in particular?
Just Mount Air, man. Everything is here.
No, I know. The reason why I asked was because somebody said something. They come to my office and use the phone and call the security. I'm like, what's going on? So I come out here, I see everybody standing around, and I'm like, what's going on out here?
Yeah, I'm just taking pictures. Not a big deal. On the sidewalk.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Hey, you're good, man.
Said, oh, we want to use the phone. I said, no, I don't want to use the phone.
No, you're good, man.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
I call them. They're dressed like Summerville police.
Oh, I ain't worried about that. They look scared, man.
They're Mount Air police.
They look scared. I ain't saying good or bad. I'm just press. Free press. That's what I.
Yeah, but they don't like people take pictures.
That's bad. This is America.
We're gonna kill a lot of damn people. A lot of them. But hey, I work here.
Okay.
I'm on TFC's hospital. What's going on? We're asking. Why are you?
Yeah. On public property?
Public property. It's right here. It's all down there.
It's a public street.
This is all down there.
There's sidewalk too.
All right, let me pause this for a second. First off, I want to thank you. I don't want to put your real name out there, whoever donated the $5 Cash App. So I'm not going to put your real name out there, but you can raise your hand in the chat if that was you. So I do appreciate the $5 Cash App donation. I appreciate that. So who we have here on the screen is the wonderful Wild Journey Free Press, who literally just escaped captivity of the McIntosh County Courthouse. So you want to tell us a little bit about your story or
Can
endeavor?
y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Hi, everybody. Okay, yeah. So I think most people might know I was unlawfully arrested in September, and I'm still dealing with that in court. So I go to trial February 14th. One of my bond conditions is that I'm not allowed to approach any emergency personnel unless I am having an emergency. So I don't do that until my trial. I'm following all the rules.
Let me stop you there for a quick second. Ripple Media Effect, or Ripple Effect Media. He's actually in the chat. And Ripple, she's actually the one I was reaching out to you to try to like help us. So if we can get your help, I would really appreciate you emailing me so I can let you know what we need to kind of help her with, since she's in your neck of the woods. So he thinks he shared one of your videos. I don't know, because you only have one video up, right?
Yeah, I
And
do. I only have one, but I did see that he shared it. So thank you a whole bunch to everybody who has liked and shared that video. I appreciate it.
and April Bass, I'm sorry, April Rain. I think it's April Rain. Yeah, April Rain. I'm sorry, mispronounced that name there. April Rain, I appreciate the $20 cash app that was sent. Appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. But yeah, this is Wild Journey Free Press, guys. So
Hello.
she's the one I've been working with and trying to help out for probably the last couple of weeks now, and we're trying to time things, but we do need anybody who's in Oklahoma or anybody that can be there for her on February 14th for her court appearance. It's bzwatchdog@gmail.com, Ripple Effect. So make sure you reach out to me so I can get you in touch with Wild Journey Free Press. That way we can maybe work on something together with what she's dealing with. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Wild Journey.
Yeah, so I basically, after I got my arrest and I got my little bond condition, I'm of course not going to break bond or break any rules because I'm a law-abiding citizen, McIntosh County. Anyway, so I had to go file some papers for some property, and I've been needing to do this for my mortgage company for months, and they won't let me. If I go up there, it's a big ordeal. So I just decided I have to do this. My lawyer was okay with it. You know, I told them I would follow the rules, and I did. I wasn't trying to video any information. I was just trying to record the interaction because they lie. They lie habitually to the judge. To the judge, they lie. And, you know, it's just disturbing. And so to anybody who thinks, you know, well, why don't you just turn the camera off and just go to your business and get out? No, absolutely not, because they will lie on you. If you were to rely on their cameras, you're never going to get the video ever. And I know that because I have tried through other people try to get videos. The public records, I don't think they're doing very good with them, but I don't know. It's just a mess. So I got kicked out by Dina, who was that? Dina Farrow. And her husband is a cop. Lots of couples within our judicial system, it feels like. I say lots, but probably not lots, but a handful. But yeah, it didn't go any differently than I expected it. I'm not surprised. They're very upset with me because I'm out here speaking the truth, and they don't want that. They want me to just shut up, let all the corruption be done in peace. And I'm just not willing because it's affected my family too much, and I'm done. And I encourage anybody in my area who has had issues to please don't be scared to do your reports. Don't be scared to, you know, file a formal complaint. For anybody who thinks it's not worth it to file a formal complaint, it is. And I say that because just because maybe their boss isn't going to do anything, and maybe because they're not initially going to get in trouble, that's okay. You're building a paper trail just like they do on you. Just like they do on you. They tried to do it to me. I was listening to a recorded phone call from before my arrest. And, you know, I caught some things in there where the person I was on the phone with, who was in law enforcement, is telling me, you know, like, he's trying to ask me in a nice way, but trick me. And he's like, is there any other agencies that I can find where you made a complaint? And he's basically asking me, where can I find a paper trail of you harass? Oops, sorry, y'all. My little kitten walked in front of the camera. He's basically trying to find a paper trail. He's not going to find it because they're trying to portray me to be something I'm not. They're lying on me. So, but that's okay. Truth will come out. But I
Hey,
got.
and by the way, Kersey won. Everybody, I put the link up here. Do me a favor, get over to his channel, hit subscribe.
Yeah.
He's only about 20 away from hitting that 50 number, so that way he can go live. Just like, you know, if she wasn't live, who knows what could have possibly happened.
Yeah. If I wasn't recording, they would have not. I mean, that went very well. I haven't watched it yet. So I don't even know if y'all could see.
Here, let me see if I can pull that back up. Let's see if we can pull it up. You can review your own footage.
You know, and I want to say
It's not showing. Oh, what you need to do is go into settings and make sure it's under public, because sometimes it'll be set as private.
Let me look.
Okay, sometimes it takes a while to actually upload to the servers.
Yeah, I think it's still uploading. Let me look. Yeah, it's still uploading, it looks like.
Because I'm not showing even a live tab in your videos.
Oh, you're not? Okay. Oh, it's on private. That's why.
Yep. Switch it to public and I'll be able to pull it up real quick.
Okay. Publish. It wasn't published yet. Okay. There, it should be about to be public now.
I'm just hitting refresh here.
Okay. But I would like to point out something. Before I did this, where I was going up there and dealing with them and, you know, trying to hold them accountable, I originally was trying to meet with the sheriff, with whoever would want to talk, like the supervisors, the administrative people, and they refused. They didn't want to. And allegedly, Sarah and Dupree, the DA's office, has told them, do not meet with her. They don't want them really talking to me. And that sucks, because I would like to talk to them. And now here we have this whole big ordeal for nothing. We could have had a meeting, but y'all don't want to be professional. So whatever.
There she is. Look at her. Ready to go in.
Hello.
Ghost Man, hang on one second. I did something here. Ghost Man, thanks for the 5 memberships. And I think it was also Roger Lane. Thank you for the 5 memberships. I didn't forget about you guys. I was just trying to get a second in there. So Roger Lane and Ghost Man, appreciate you. Let me hit my little button real quick. All right, we're going to go ahead and start this bad chicken up. I think I'm just waiting for sound. I don't think you have any sound at the moment. Wait.
Okay.
It says you're talking, but
if you're not in here yet, it's okay.
There we go.
I'm going to go into the McIntosh County Courthouse, where they wish so badly that they could arrest me again, unlawfully. Well, they probably wish they could do it right, but that's not possible. So I have to take some papers up to not the court clerk, but the county clerk for some property that I have to take care of. We'll see if they arrest me. If they do, send snacks. That's all I ask.
That food looked horrible.
What looked horrible?
The food in jail. They tried to feed me pizza, but it looked questionable.
Sorry, guys. McIntosh County. I was getting a few stares from the parking lot when I was
I gotta
in
get my
car,
glasses. I can't
so
see
we'll see
shit.
how they act. I'm not supposed to be here or talking to cops. I can be here, but I cannot approach law enforcement. Hey guys, how are you?
How are you?
I'm fine.
Need your phone in there. Any other military pockets?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay, let me give you some advice. Just you come on through. If you're videoing, you're not allowed in this building.
Okay, well, I mean, who said?
The court.
The court said?
That's their rule here.
So you can't video in the public hallways at all?
Well,
Who
don't
said
go
that?
You don't go into the offices.
I want to record, that's what I'm recording, is my
They
interaction.
may end up asking you to leave, so just be ready for it.
Okay, they can ask. Thank you. Have a good day. Hi, Leslie. Typical ignorance. DA's office is right here. Hi, how are you? I need to file my land papers, my deed. Do I come here?
Did it freeze up? Oh.
No, it's going. James Forbes, thank you for the $5 super chat.
Okay, I just want to do this and then. Okay, will I be
You
arrested?
can do it out there, but you can't do it in.
Okay, will I be arrested if I do?
You can do it
I'm just
out there.
I'm just asking what.
You
I
can
will
do
turn it
out
off.
there.
I'll turn it off if I'll be
Turn-
arrested. Or what?
Turn it off.
Or,
You cannot video in here.
okay, I'm just asking, like, I'll turn it off. Is there a law? I'm asking.
Go out there.
For what?
That's where you can video.
Okay, well, let me get my stuff and. What's your name?
Get out.
Get out? Okay, under threat of arrest, I'll leave.
Did I say that?
Well, I mean, what are you gonna
I
do?
said get out.
Don't touch me. You were gonna.
He reached for me. He reached for me.
So don't.
There's
There's
a
no
judge.
sense in that.
There's no sense in you.
There's a
What
judge.
am I doing? I'm just here to do business.
Read that sign right there.
Okay, that's a public office. Why are you so upset? It's okay. Shh, take a deep breath.
Okay. Yeah, you. take
Or
a
what?
deep breath.
What? Are you trying to intimidate me?
No, I'm not.
It looks like
Yeah.
it.
No,
He's like not
I
that
mean-
far
call it
away.
what you want to
Call it what you want to call it.
Here, I'll pause that real quick if you want to talk, because I'm looking up
Yeah.
the court rules real quick for you.
Yeah. So that's
Look at this
new.
ripple effect. Look at this. Ripple Effect was arrested on New Year's night.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I
think we
saw
talked
his,
about
yeah, I saw his video. That was some BS ripple effect. That was terrible of them. And that was up in Tulsa. And I saw the video. We should watch his video, BZ, when we're done with mine.
Okay.
He was on the road just filming. He was not being crazy or nothing. He was doing just like he should, just observing. And then some female officer, she just had to, do her thing. So she started shouting all these directives. And he didn't say a word, I don't believe, like for a minute. But then when the male officer got theirs, I think when he got arrested, which we should just watch it because that was a good one. He'll win that for sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit play. I'm also looking up the court rules real quick while you're.
Oh
while
yeah,
you're-
I was just gonna say that man that was getting me out of the office. I don't know his name. But anyways, he was obviously super hateful, and he can say he wasn't trying to intimidate me. But let me tell you something. If I would have ate a good hamburger, our bellies would have touched. He was too close. I say that he's within like a foot away, but he was over me. Like I had to turn my phone all the way up to look at him. He wasn't trying to intimidate me. Yeah, he was. Give me a break. It's just ridiculous. And all of this, McIntosh County Courthouse, all of it could have been solved with a meeting and you holding people accountable that needs to be held accountable. But instead, we want to lie. We want to lie about me. I was the wrong one to lie on. That was insane. All right, go ahead and play it.
I want to pull this up real quick. So the courtroom rules say you can't do that. But I'm looking at media information, right? So
Well, they said I
I'm
could
looking
record in
at-
the hall, but not when I was in the court clerk.
Well, that would be unconstitutional.
That's what I said. That's my right. I'm not going in there without a camera. God knows what they'll lie on me about.
Well, here's your. I don't know if you can you see this on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's saying that except as expressly permitted by the individual judge, the use of cameras, television, other recording or broadcasting equipment is prohibited. 1, inside a courtroom. B, in the immediate vicinity of a courtroom, including the hallways.
Yeah.
Which I'm guessing the courtroom was upstairs.
Yeah, it's on the whole other floor. I was on the second floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
The use of cameras, television, recording, and broadcasting equipment is not prohibited in other areas of the. So here you go. The use of cameras, television, recording, and broadcasting equipment is not prohibited in other areas of the courthouse, provided that the media representatives exercise diligence to ensure that such equipment and its use do not interfere with the session of any proceeding being covered or with any proceeding in a courtroom adjacent to the proceeding being covered. Now, withstanding these rules, the presiding judge or an individual judge may set specific rules governing the use of cameras, television, recording, and broadcasting equipment to remain in force and effect for any specific proceeding or event. Now, I'm not seeing where that it says right there you're not prohibited from anywhere else.
Right. But they had their little sign up, on.
Doesn't matter. Their sign doesn't matter.
I get it doesn't matter, but I'm not going to go to jail over Dina fucking Farrow because she's
no. I did not. I did not say that. I'm just pointing out the obvious here because we are looking at this now. Now ripple effect. This would be where you come in, buddy. You are Ron Durbin. That printed right there can challenge that sign in that office where she was, because that sign is anybody could print a sign and put it up in a window.
Yeah, Dina Farrow, her name was on it. That's who was on it.
So what I would suggest,
yelled at me when I was leaving.
What I would suggest is ripple effect. If you want some good video to do an audit, go right down to the courthouse with that in his hand, highlighted where it says that it's not prohibited in the rest of the courtroom with the courtroom rules. And because you're facing what you're facing dealing with McIntosh County, I get that. And I don't want you to jeopardize your current case. I'm not asking for that. I would never ask any of us to jeopardize that.
No.
Ripple effect is a bigger channel. He's been doing this longer than probably myself as well. I'm guessing. I would have to look at his channel here. And apologize. I got these ever since somebody got a hold of my number. I've been getting all these telemarketing calls for this $1,400 insurance benefit stuff. So what I'm saying is it would be better to send somebody in here like Ripple Effect to go in here and do an audit, or have Ron Durbin go in here and do an audit and challenge that and see what happens, because that's how we're going to get to the end of this corruption here. Now, he's got slightly more subscribers than I do. According to his channel, he's been doing this almost as long as I have, as far as in being around. But he's also in your neck of the woods. He's also closer than I am. So, yeah, she's reached out to Ron Durbin, but I'm telling you right now, Ripple Effect, this would be an easy lawsuit for you, because it literally sits there. It would just be better if you did one right there.
I'm trying to get my other. Hold on, just real quick.
No, I'm not, Deanna. I'm not giving out. Sorry, guys. I'm dealing with a text message here. I'm sorry. What were we saying there, Wild Journey? I'm sorry. I got like 5 or 6 texts coming in.
Hold on just a second.
Oh, she's not even near the. Is she still there? But anyways, ripple effect. I'm saying I would go down there and
Sorry.
right there.
Sorry.
So
I had to
I
get
just trying to tell ripple effect. He's got the rules right there. This is as of March 15th. I mean, they were just updated like 9 months ago.
Yeah.
I mean, this would be perfect for him to go right into the courthouse and do this. And if something happens,
Yeah. I think he's got his own stuff going on too right now. I don't know. Ripple effect. I don't know if he has a court date yet. Come here, Ellie.
well, wherever it was he was at, it's a different county. So
Yeah.
just because you're local there, I just don't want to I don't want to affect what you got going on.
Come here, Ellie. Come here, baby. All right. Sorry, this dog has been under here being crazy. But yeah, hopefully I can, do something with my land papers because I'm not going in there. I'm not going to go in there without a camera. I refuse. I will not do it. They lie too much. I have already requested through a lawyer some public record as far as like security footage and stuff like that. And of course, the lawyer said that they emailed back and just said they don't exist. They don't have the security footage I was asking for, which is a lie.
Well,
We know
I have a question.
They don't want to be caught up in their mess is all it is. What's your question?
No,
baby?
April Rain. This is actually Wild Journey Free Press. It's not
hi,
Carolina.
Rain. Yeah. No.
So, what I was saying, I just lost my train of thought. Actually, yeah, I just lost my train of thought. I was getting ready to go in something, and then I just had a brain fart. But yeah, he's as long as he's got bond money. No, it just there's a lot of, like I said, that would be something good to
if you can,
challenge.
It sounds like, I mean, if we watch, is my live still around up there? Because
Yeah. I've still got it up here. I just was waiting for you to.
Yeah, the man that was
I was just
kicking
waiting for
me
you to.
out, he was something else, and he would not say under threat of arrest. So he thinks that that's going to save him from violating my rights. But guess what? It doesn't. It doesn't save him. He can't just kick me out, and neither can Dina Farrow.
Well, what he did was, and you might have, some leg to stand on. He just told you to get out, which was an unlawful order.
Yeah, so did Dina Farrow.
Did she say something? Because I didn't hear her.
She said, "Get out of my office!" Like she owned the damn place. It was kind of funny.
Really?
Yeah, she said, "Get out of my office."
Well, first off, that's not her. But I understand. Look, I understand you're not challenging it with what you got.
Yeah.
With what you got going on. Look, I get it. And you know what? I've had this told to me time and time again.
That's what the prosecutor, wants. Is she wants me to feel all scared or whatever. And it's the thing is the prosecutor knows that there are lies about me. I have a video of the entire thing, and she's still okay lying on people. So it's just extremely disturbing. And if they think I'm ever strolling up in there without no camera.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. You triggered what I was going to say initially. Have you ever thought about keeping a hidden camera, like on your, like a little button cameras that you can put on, like, say, your jacket that you're wearing right now? So you can record while you're going in there just for protection.
I mean, I'm sure we all thought about it, but yeah. I mean, I just, one of those things like today, I was just running in to do a little paperwork. I had my phone, and I don't have any of that with me. So maybe one day I'll have a hidden camera. They need it.
Well, that's why I wear, like, when I did that last audit of mine that I told you about that I haven't put out yet because I'm waiting on, like, the 911 calls and the body cam footage. I had the body camera, and good thing I did, because I was able to get two different views of like what was going on at the moment. I could turn my camera one direction, step back, and have a view from my body camera catching the cop in front of me. So I'm like literally I was supposed to get some hidden cameras a while back, but the person that was supposed to send them to me didn't fall through. They were these really cool like smart AI glasses. I'm trying to remember the Ray-Bans, I think.
Yeah.
They were supposed to send me a pair. It fell through. So that way I could go in and do an audit with an eyes view camera along with my handheld. But that's why I was sent a body camera. I have like a small body camera. It was really windy, but I did pick up the audio okay. But I think it would be better if we had the body camera footage. So we'll see. But I always tell people if you're gonna go with one camera, at least go with the second person. If you can't go with the second person, then try to have a GoPro or a body like Daytown Press does.
Yeah,
Where she's got
always
her body
have-
camera.
It's good to always have two cameras.
Sorry, I think my
don't
audio
have-
cut out for a second. Hang on here. I got to fix it.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead there, Wild Journey.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say it's always good to have two cameras. For one, to have body cameras that are recording would be nice, because then when they steal your phone and for 2 months and go through it in their own private offices or whatever, allegedly, maybe, I don't know, I wasn't there, but they had my phone in Eufaula, not the OSBI. And so if they would have just taken my phone, I could have kept recording with a body camera, but I didn't have one. And that would have made a huge difference. Huge, huge difference.
Well, and I think that's why J-Town Press wears hers, and some of us have gotten a little bit more higher tech, or being able to be able to wear a second camera. But
yeah, I don't know. I don't have a second camera because but eventually I'll probably have to get one, because I'm not going in that court without recording. They've lost their mind. They lie in court documents to the judge. No, it has to stop. It has to stop.
Well, and you know what's funny is, and I was talking to somebody this morning before I talked to you on the phone with like my case going on. He's telling me that I need to swear a criminal complaint against the officer for lying, and I said that would be great, and I plan on it, but I don't have solid facts that the officer lied on the report until I see the body camera footage.
Right.
Because then I can tell that the complainant didn't tell him that. He took it upon himself to lie in the report and put that on the complaint.
Right.
So, but you can't just make accusations unless you have the proof. I mean, we all know they're lying, but until we actually have the proof, we can't swear a criminal complaint. Like in my case, 'cause trust me, I want to take this to another level. I want to start throwing these lying pigs in jail. I don't want them just to lose their job at this point. I want them to go to jail so they can't become a cop again. I want them to understand what they've been doing to people and feel that same feeling that they've thrown somebody else in a cage. And then that way they can't do it to anybody else. Because filing a complaint and getting a slap on the wrist is I don't know if it's doing enough change, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a big issue, and everybody definitely don't let your rights get violated. That was bullshit. I was literally at the desk that I'd been waiting months due to the immaturity of my local courthouse staff. And so I get there, and I'm not going to serve you because you have a fucking you have a camera, and it's just unbelievable. But the only reason that they're doing this is because they know they need to protect their own right now, or there's going to be a lot of people in trouble. And that's all this is. They want me to shut up or something, and they'll do anything to shut me up, I think.
Do you see the comment on the screen?
Let me see. No.
What's the
You're getting the idea, BZ. Yes. This is what we've been saying. If only people will swear criminal complaints against cops and can change. Yes, I think it's important. I think a lot of people think that complaints and criminal complaints don't help. Any complaint on paper filed helps. Because eventually, you never know, somebody might go to that department and decide they want to dig just because. Well, if nobody filed a complaint, then it's going to look like these cops are doing the right thing. Where if you do file the complaints, at least one day, if somebody does investigate, they can find these complaints. And, you know, of course, you always want to be honest. You never want to embellish or anything like that. We don't want them doing that to us. And so we need to be as factual as facts can get. That way, when we are holding people accountable, we can sleep at night knowing we did the right thing. And it's just important, you know, they have to stop. You cannot lie on people to take their freedom. It's just not allowed. Sorry. And I will not stand by and allow it happen to me. I just won't do it. So what's that say? Oh. All
No,
right.
I was just I was kind of scrolling through the comments here. See, the thing is you can go through and file a complaint. Let's see. In fact, actually, this is what I was doing on the phone earlier, right before you went live earlier. Is because I was trying to get a hold of a live person.
Sorry.
And
It's just me.
it couldn't hear anybody. What was that? What did I miss?
No, I just jerked my camera all around.
So this is what I was doing earlier. See this phone call right here that I'm making? So this is to the Fort Worth PD. Again, this is my third call because two of them went to voicemail earlier. This is the Internal Affairs Complaint Department. So I press 1 for English, press 2 to get a hold of somebody, and a lot of times it goes right to a voicemail. You just reminded me about the phone call.
Oh.
Probably go right to voicemail again. Hey, Sergeant Williams. This is Basil Zangari. Is there any way you can help me out? And just, I was gonna call and ask for Detective Davis, but I'm guessing you're on shift today.
Well, we're all here. The person who's on today is Detective Farrell.
I just want to follow up on a complaint I did with Detective Davis and just see if what the process. I got that IA number here if you need it.
Okay, I know he's here today. I don't see him at his desk. I could have him call you.
I just want to know if it's come back from command yet. Something simple and easy you can handle.
Yep. Let me log on.
And thank you for handling that other situation because I believe you guys got a conviction finally after we got that processed.
Which one was that?
The one where I came in with Carolina and another friend with the domestic situation.
Oh yeah.
Did those complaints ever go anywhere with the complaint she filed?
Pull back and go look at it. We're at number 800 and something here for complaints go with their own and everything else. So I have to look at that case individually.
Man, that's a lot of complaints.
It's from week to week. It's kind of get.
That would be IA 2024-759.
Well, actually, I guess this is January, so we're starting over here.
The last I talked to, I believe somebody that followed up or that I followed up with because Davis was out. This was probably a couple weeks back before Christmas. He said at this point it had already been sent off to command. When I talked to Davis a week or two before that, and I was wondering if it had come back from command yet. And he was telling me that everything that I put in my statement in the video that I sent off was almost exactly accurate. So I think that's why it was forwarded off.
It is.
Does that mean it's already gone down and came back up?
Let me see here. It went from Davis, went to Commander Stewart. So went to Commander Stewart on 12/12. See Sergeant Watson looked at it. Lieutenant.
Sergeant Watson, badge number 3000. It's bad that I know everybody's badge number, right?
For a while. Went to the lieutenant. So I went to him for whatever reason, but they don't really do the write-ups. It goes to the lieutenant. So he sent it to One Frias looked at it. Wrote it up. So looks like Lieutenant Frias did a pretty good write-up on there, and he sent it on January 1st. He sent it back to Commander Stewart. Commander Stewart. Yes, it went down, went back down, it's back up, and so it's in the Commander Stewart's box. He's had it for a couple days now.
Okay, so we're just waiting for it to come back from Commander Stewart's to you guys over there in IA, correct?
We should agree with the finding. Looks like
Now I have 3 officers named on that complaint. Are all 3 of them sustained or?
I'm showing 4.
Okay, I know Watson showed up as the supervisor on scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wasn't complaining about the supervisor, just because he was part of the incident on scene. I mean, right. Because I don't file a complaint unless it's serious enough.
So Lieutenant Frias, it says he wrote up a recommendation, but he hadn't attached it yet. He goes in here, but I mean, it leads me to believe that he agrees with the findings. And that's what it makes me. But I don't actually have his write up here. The findings write-up is ready to read and review. I'll have to reach out to him or have detective reach out to him to figure out where those are, because he didn't attach them.
Okay, so that could be why it's still sitting on the commander's desk, though, right?
Well, it could be. I mean, being that it's only been a couple of days on the commander's desk.
Is commander on vacation or something, or?
Oh,
No, I get it. At least it's further. At least it's further now in an update than what it was 2 weeks ago. So.
It went down and it went back up. So it was reviewed and they did a write-up on there and it's going back up. But it looks like that they're, I don't know, all the applications listed on there, but I mean, I think they look like they're agreeing with you that there are violations on there. At least up to this level, I don't know. I don't see his write-up though.
Okay.
So just the initial first time I write up is as far as
Yeah.
should have done kind of a thing.
Now, in a case like this, who deals out the punishment at this point with the recommendations? Is that something the commander does, or is that something the chief does?
No. So it can start off at the commander level. The commander can make recommendations, but he has to get approved by the next highest person. So no matter who gives out the recommendation, like so if the commander says I want to give them, so to give like so many days off, and then the deputy chief can give so many days off, the assistant chief can go so many days off, and the chief can suspend it to indefinitely. So depending on the circumstances, so if it's like in this case, if someone's lying or they feel that someone's lying, then that would be a cause for indefinite, or they could lead up to indefinite suspension, which means you're. So that would have to go all the way up to the chief if they sustain that allegation.
Like falsifying a police report.
Most of the time, they do those go all the way up to the chief most of the time, or at least the assistant chief if the chief is out of town. So it would go up to Chief Aldridge. He usually in charge whenever chief knows out of town.
So it's like getting. Well, you said Sergeant Williams. You said about lying. So, like, if someone lied on a police report, would that be okay?
So if you're lying on if you intentionally lie, so and that's what they look at. Is it a fact like omission? Like, did you blatantly lie, or was it something that was like your perception? Like, I didn't read this whole case. I'm just reading the recommendation. Take you read through all this, but one was like untruthfulness, I believe, for
Yeah, and I know which officer, that is because I'm the one that went through and got the records request and stuff like that, and so.
But yes, he just has to get the next person in line to agree with them. So if he says I want to give this guy 3 days off, he would have to review the case and to agree with him. But if the deputy chief says no, then it has to go to the deputy chief. Then he'll say, well, I want to give him 5 days off. Then he would have to give approval from his boss, and then his boss would like you to say yes or no. No, it just keeps going up.
Okay, so basically, the chief or the assistant chief are pretty much where the buck stops.
Generally goes all the way up to the assistant chief for cases involving that.
Okay, so at this point, with it being at the commander's desk, we'd be looking at a deputy chief and then the assistant chief and then the chief, correct? Okay, so we still got 3 more people that it's got to go through.
Yeah, that would be up to the. I mean, I would say the deputy chief, but generally would start. I mean, it would be up to the assistant chief. I mean, the assistant chiefs are they're hands-on when it comes to discipline and running their side of the town. So the chief, obviously, he reviews a lot of cases, but he doesn't review all those. But like I said, for untruthfulness, he gets the majority of those, if I'm not mistaken, just because they can lead up to a termination. But generally, only the most egregious ones actually make that to the chief. Usually, the other ones that they're found to have violated policy, if it's something of a lower nature, I say a lower nature, something where you're going to get, days off or less, it will be handled by the chief. It's something that could be more egregious than 10 days off without pay. Would go to the chief.
Okay, so let's say it's less than 10 days suspension. Who handles that? Would that be like a deputy chief or? Oh, okay.
If it's something like mine, for like 1 or 2 days, then the commander can deal with that. Usually, I think it's 3 days. They just changed the contract again, but it's 3 days for the commander. Anything under 3 days, he can discipline. 5 days deputy chief, 10 days assistant chief, and then firing or anything over 10 days is the chief himself.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's. Well, I wasn't sure how that whole chain thing works, so I appreciate you kind of clarifying that for me.
So it really goes on the application. So there's a matrix out there that was created by Chief Halsted years ago. It goes by and you know, the matrix, but it's those where so, but for something like this, or it's for untruthfulness, I mean it can range all the way up to.
Okay.
Which most of them like which you can't fire you for being rude to one person. I mean, if he could, but you would probably lose on arbitration.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't even get that far to begin with, but.
Right. But for something like that, it would go all the way to termination. So.
Gotcha. Well, okay. Well, I'll appreciate it, and I'll probably just follow up in a week or two whenever I think that it may have had time to be reviewed. So appreciate it. Well, you have a great day, Sergeant Williams. I appreciate everything. All right. Bye-bye. All right. You there, Journey? Hang on. My volume went out again. Hang on. Audio test. There we go. All right. Go ahead.
That one was actually my fault. I had my mic muted.
I thought it was me, but okay.
No, it was me. It was my fault. But yeah.
So what'd you think, man? My complaint. Oh, there you go. That's how you fill out a complaint, guys. Because it's going to the chief on this one. I got one going all the way to the chief. Yes. Which means somebody may be getting fired over it.
Hopefully, if they did something wrong, if they did something bad enough.
Untruthfulness. He omitted a lot of stuff on the police report, and then he lied about how he took down on a use of force report.
Yeah, that's enough.
He used the suplex instead of an armbar takedown on the report, because Rami helped me edit that video. If he's still in here, he actually helped me edit that video. So that, and I had 3 cops listed on the complaint. So when he said it was going to the chief, it means indefinite suspension, possibly. It means getting fired for anything untruthfulness. So, and they're agreeing with everything I wrote in this complaint, guys. You heard that, right? You heard that, right, Rile Journey? Everything in my complaint. And by the way, just to show you, it's 1 page here and another page there, along with the video that I took, sent that direction. So, some complaints can go that avenue, but serious ones like unlawful arrest and excessive force can definitely get a cop fired.
Yeah. And really, if a cop is willing to lie in anything, whether it be a traffic stop or, something like an arrest, I don't think that.
What else is he willing to do?
Right. Yeah, unfortunately. And if you notice today, nobody stood up and said, nobody lied on you. He just stared at me when I was saying, why? If I turned my camera off, y'all be lying on me. And he couldn't deny that. He knows.
Nope. And the funny part is you called them all liars too. That was the funny part. Here, let's watch the rest of this, by the way.
Did I call him a
Because you
bunch
do.
of lies?
I think you did, if I remember correctly.
Well, listen, it's
You
a
were
truth.
like right on top of me.
I told you to read this.
I can see that fine.
There it is.
Hold on, I want to see the sign. I want to see what it actually says.
You'll have to go maybe back a second more.
I can see that.
I don't have my, hold on. Oh, I can see it. It says.
It's a little blurry. No video or audio recording. Now, they can't do that.
County clerk office. I guarantee you that was that Dina. Here in a minute, you'll hear that woman yelling at me, and she thinks she's trying to be just rude.
But y'all be lying and stuff. Y'all be lying. So what am I supposed to do? Y'all lie in affidavits. What do you want me to do? You want to arrest me for videoing my business? Well, then why are you telling me to get out?
Said anything about arrest.
Well, let me go back in there then. So if I record in there, or what? That's what I'm asking you. Or what? I'm just trying to ask. Ask what the.
I don't know if that's me or you.
That's me.
Or what? What is the consequence? What is the consequence? What is the consequence? I'm asking. So I'm going to go back in. Will I be arrested?
He just waves his cup at you. No, he just like whatever. Like he you can tell he really.
Well, they're not used to anybody, actually standing up for themselves. They're used to people just falling to their knees and, doing
Cop
awful
sucking.
stuff.
We call it cop sucking.
Yeah. So
Anyway. We'll keep it clean on this channel and call it cop sucking.
Yeah. Well, basically
Bootlicking.
And I'm not about it.
Cop sucking.
Yeah. Well, he didn't like the fact that I'm not going to allow them to do that. That's just insane. And there's not one thing wrong with me recording my business. Nobody else was in there. It was just me. And that was just that was them trying to escalate. They say I'm the problem. They are the problem. All they needed to do was let me take my 5 minutes and I'd be gone. But they had to do all that.
Here's the thing. Well, here's the thing about it. See, you're just trying to record your interaction. You're not trying to do an audit of the building. You're not.
No.
And see, and that's why I was saying over here on Ripple Effect, I'm looking at these court rules. These court rules are specifically to the hallway of the courtroom and the courtroom. Those signs are people putting them up there because they don't like transparency or cameras. Those signage, that sign that they put in that window is not the courtroom rules or the court rules, because I'm looking at the 18th Judicial Court or District Courts of Pittsburgh and McIntosh County, and they both have the same rules.
Well, they're
that's a district court, correct?
Yep. McIntosh and Pittsburgh, they're great friends from what I understand. I don't know. That's allegedly.
And this is 20 pages, okay? And I'm looking at all of this. Just anywhere else, it's not prohibited to be filming. Now I understand if you're in a restricted area, but that office is not restricted.
Nope.
So, because I'm looking at all these I'm looking at it, and there's nothing that states that you can't film inside the clerk's office.
There's not. And there was a judge that walked by and my prosecutor walked by, but I'm sure they don't want to talk to me either, which I would rather them not talk to me at all.
Well, the prosecutor technically can't talk to you now that you've obtained counsel.
Right. But I have counsel, but she literally she's the type that she's so immature. She'll walk by and give you dirty looks and roll her eyes, stomp her feet. if anybody goes to Eufaula, she does not want to be videoed, so please don't hurt my prosecutor's feelings.
I'm just saying that
I'm just saying.
if anybody like Rip,
my
I'm just saying
prosecutor
like
deserves the best, damn it. My prosecutor deserves the best. Don't hurt
I'm
her
just
feelings.
saying that if Ripple Effect wanted to, I'm not saying that he should or he you know that I'm calling for him to do. I'm just saying hypothetically, if he wanted to, that would probably be the best audit in the world, because if he hypothetically took those court rules and highlighted that section where it's not prohibited in the rest of the building, that would contradict that sign that's in that window.
Yeah, they absolutely, I mean, that was totally uncalled for and unconstitutional. I'm not worried about it today, but you're right, and it's wrong. And the only reason they're acting like that is from me, because I went up there in September or October for a court date. And I caught all kinds of hell when I was recording, I was in a hallway. I was not recording in a restricted area. But now they just yell at you to leave, or, he didn't say he would arrest me, but I could feel it. That's right where that was.
No, because I think he knows better.
He knows. Yeah.
And that's why I think he was better off waving his cup at you and walking away like he did.
I think so.
He's like, because it was like, oh, you do whatever. I'm going up here. You know what?
Well, then he went and had a nice little conversation right above me with the prosecutor. So, yeah, they're so professional.
Well, I think he's trying to explain that he doesn't want to go on the lawsuit, because you got to remember, some of these cops, I think, have wised up a little bit. Because what were they telling you at the very beginning of the security gate? They were telling you couldn't film in the courthouse.
That is my neighbor that I know. I don't know him, but he's my neighbor, and they got him sitting there at the courthouse running that little security thing, And so anyways, he was basically like, let me give you advice. If you're recording, you're not allowed. And I'm like, yeah, I am allowed. And where did this come from? And
do you see that comment right there?
What? I speak on the phone. We'll get this removed, I promise.
Put your glasses on.
Okay. I speak to you on the phone, and we will get this removed, I promise. Sweet. Yes. That's what we need. Because I'm not going there without my camera. I don't trust them. No. And shame on you, McIntosh County, for ever asking me to turn off a camera after you lied on me. Sorry, go ahead. I'm mad.
Well, the security checkpoint told you couldn't film there, which is it's not according to the court rules. According to the court rules.
Right. It's public. And they're just being mean to me.
And what's worse about it is it's not just a city courthouse. It's not just a county courthouse. It's a district courthouse.
Yeah, it's a district court. This isn't like a little time. It is little. But it's a district court. They should know entirely better than this, and they don't. But then again, BZ, do we expect more out of people that lied on me in a document to the judge? If they feel comfortable to lie to the judge, then they feel comfortable enough just to do it to anybody. It's just scary.
Yeah, but how do we know that the judge isn't in on all this corruption as well?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't suspect that.
Or let me ask you this: where has the judge seen the proof of the lies?
Yeah, I don't know what all they did, but yeah. I just know that the cops are way too comfortable lying on everybody. And, they'll lie to a judge, then that means they will lie on anybody. And
well, it's like with the police report you just saw with my video on my complaint. Okay. Yeah. They agree that there was untruthful. They're calling it untruthfulness. They don't even want to call it a lie or a false. They call it untruthfulness. And then we got my case going in where I know somebody lied on my complaint. Was it the complainant or was it the cop? I'm pretty sure it's the cop. But until I have the proof of the pudding in the pie of the body cam footage, I can't make that allegation, or I could be in trouble for making a false allegation against a public official.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And we want to be very careful, like I said earlier, and I know you would never do this intentionally, and I wouldn't either. But when we are making our actual formal complaints, to actually state, the problem and not embellish. The cops embellish on us enough and they straight up lie, which is upsetting. So I want to be sure that whatever complaints I turn in are actually factual and gonna make a difference, I hope, because this is outrageous. But BZ, on your deal, you definitely need to be looking at that because I think they lied. I mean, I can't
Well,
say that.
I'm 99.9% sure the cop lied. Okay.
Yeah.
But until I actually have the proof in the pudding, I have to have the proof.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I can't sit there and say, here's my criminal complaint. Here you go. It's just like what I do with my complaint with these cops. I got the footage. I was upset about how they treated me. And what I did was I went ahead and got the police report. I did my investigation on them. I put everything together calmly at my desk, went over every policy that they violated, put it in my 2-page complaint, and I hand delivered it down there. I got a copy of it, time stamped. It's notarized. They actually notarized it for me. So if I'm lying on that report, now it's a false statement under oath and affirmation on my part. And this is why I don't like to be wrong about things. I want to be 100% accurate before I make an allegation. It's just like, I'm not saying that, and just like, again, earlier when I said that about the, about the judge, I wasn't making a allegation against the judge. I'm just saying, hypothetically, what if he's in on it? What if he hasn't seen the evidence of the lies or the false report? Without someone sitting there going, Judge, here's the proof he lied. The judge ain't going to know. The judge is going to, it's just like these people on a jury who feel that cops can't lie and cops can't do no wrong.
Yeah.
They believe everything a cop says just because they raised their right hand and took that oath and affirmation of their office. But that doesn't mean that they won't go to lie to protect their job and protect their lives.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen it.
Exactly. They will lie to protect them from a lawsuit. They do not care if you get your freedom stolen from you, your job stolen from you, your kids. Some people have kids and go to jail. I don't have little ones, but some people who have little ones will go to jail, and sometimes it's not necessary, and entire families are being ripped apart for nothing. Something that's just very stupid. I personally think jail is for criminals who have a victim, such as like you go around beating people or, hurting other humans or something of that nature. I personally don't think I deserved to be kidnapped off the side of the road that day. I wasn't violent. I didn't do anything. It's just one of those things that cops cannot stand corrected, which is dangerous. It's kind of like if you had a doctor who was too good and just knew everything. That would be a scary doctor to have. I don't want a doctor
Well,
who's
Brittany, I want to comment on Gary Jones's comment here. Now, I don't want to go into any facts, so I'm going to use a hypothetical thing here. Hypothetically, let's just say that Wild Journey's cop was on that Brady list. What good would it do just being on a list? It just means that he can't testify, that he's uncredible. Okay, so you would have to take it a step further. You would have to file complaints. You would have to file civil suits, and possibly even go to the point of filing that criminal complaint and pursuing actual charges against the officer. Because I'm sure you guys have one in Oklahoma. I haven't researched it, but down here in Texas, we have it's criminal complaint of 39.03 of oppression. And everybody wants to scream Title 18, 242. The problem is a state level and below cannot prosecute a federal charge.
Crime. Yep, that's right.
So,
that's a good
but
point.
a local court can enforce the rules by the state, like in your case, a local law enforcement officer, say like you follow PD, the municipal court or the municipal police department, they can charge you with as high as a state crime. It would be up to the county or the district to charge you. Okay. Now, that would have to be something in the state of Oklahoma. We would have to look up the Oklahoma state laws and find the oppression or equivalent criminal complaint statute, which I'm sure there is one. And that would have to be the criminal complaint that goes up against an unlawful arrest. Now, hypothetically, guys, I'm not saying these are any facts of her case. I'm just saying that would have to be and like I said, I haven't looked into any of this. I just know that in Texas we have that. Like in my case, there's some things I'm working on filing one of those myself, but I have to wait till I have my facts before I do that, or I can be probably charged with falsifying a document or something to that effect. So you always want to make sure you have your proof and your evidence before you just make crazy allegations, because that can get you in hot water. Plea bargains are for suckers. You ain't lying about that.
Now, yeah. And I think, in a small town, for instance, I agree with whoever said, I see your point, BZ. Like if they are on a Brady list, it's like a public notice,
What
but
can you do?
it doesn't really do anything. And so when you start looking at things like doing the formal complaints and making sure you actually turn them in on paper, preferably in an email, where they, if they do delete them, you can get record of that. They start deleting emails and things like that. There are server logs you can FOIA request and start looking around. It's hard in a small town because everyone there's some people who benefit from the corruption here, and they're not going to want the corruption to go, so it's a mess when you have cops out here lying on people. And I am not the only one. They've done this to other people. There's a lot of disturbing things. BZ and I did some research together. It's been a while back, and we were just finding some stuff that is not okay. I mean, I can't really get into all the detail now. It's all under investigation, but it's scary to know how we can take humans behind a caged wall and anything can happen. There's no access to the outside. There's nobody to say, hey, they're violating my rights. I think they might kill me. I mean, I wasn't going to be killed or anything. I'm just saying other people, I might be killed in this prison. I'm scared. No, there's nobody to go to. And if you do go to somebody, you risk just starting a bunch of shit in there. And so it's hard when nobody does the right thing. I think investigations are important, and I think it's important to be done by citizens as well, because we're not looking with the same objectives as the DOJ or something like that. We're looking at different objectives. So, but yeah, I think if you guys know of cops that are doing bad stuff, truly bad, not, if they're doing bad stuff and they need a complaint, then you should write one if you want to. That's what I say.
Well, Wild Journey, what I'm going to do, I'm still here. I have to take Brownie out to use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
What I'd like to do is I'm going to jump on my phone real quick so I can observe what's going on.
Okay.
What I'd like to do is finish playing the last 4 minutes of your video while I'm walking him.
Okay.
So I'm going to mute my mic and I'm going to hit the play button, and I'm going to be watching from my phone so that way I can observe what's going on. Okay?
All right.
So I'm switching over now.
Y'all will hear a woman yell at me, "Get out of my office." You'll hear her in a minute. I got kicked out.
I'm just asking.
There's my prosecutor.
Yes or no? I just want to file my papers. He said I can't record. All right, guys, it's going south quick. Okay, how much will it be at least? Well, do you want to come out here? Because I can't record in there. I'm not going to quit recording. I'm sorry. So, okay. Or I'll be, you're not going to serve me? Okay. That's Dina Farrow. That's shaky. All right, I'm not going to get my business done again, guys.
Have a good one.
You too.
They talking shit behind me right there.
Okay, I don't know
Like
if
I
you
was
can
right
hear me.
there. They could have talked it to my
But they
face.
did not.
I don't like that.
It's so freaking cold. They would not do business with me because I was recording. So I still don't have my land papers, which sucks. McIntosh County, Oklahoma, McIntosh County Courthouse. That was Dina Farrow. That was so rude to me when I was trying to file my land papers. Oh well, I didn't get in jail, so that's good, but they wanted to. I'm so irritated right now. Like, who do they think they are? I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, I get it. If you're corrupt, you don't want to be caught. That's what's happening. But anyways, I'm going to get off here. I'm freezing for one. And for two, they're going to try to find any law I break as I'm leaving. So, to get me with. So I'll try to get back on here when I get home. Thanks for coming with me.
Okay, I was watching from my phone out here while I was walking Brownie real quick, but you know, like I said, I almost wanted to call there and give my 2 cents about how they don't understand their own court rules, courthouse rules.
Yeah, yeah.
But that might be for another day. That might be for say somebody to randomly show up and do an audit one day.
Yeah, because I can't understand. They got to know they lied on me. They know that. They know they lied on me. It's not a secret. They just don't know what to do about it now. They wish that I was going to lay down and just take it and let it go. That's what they wished. But don't you lie on me, because I can't handle that. That's not okay. It's not right. And I'm not going to allow it. So, but why would they ask me to turn my camera off? I don't trust them at all. Like, no, I'm not turning my camera off, you little dishonest, unethical people. And to the prosecutor, she's, she likes to embellish as well. So I ain't going in there without a camera. Hail to the no. And I try to be, polite and respectful. But at some point, when you start towering over me as a man, like, what are you doing? What is the matter with you? I think we need that hallway video on the second floor. He said he wasn't trying to intimidate me. You couldn't see my whole self because I suck at recording, but I'll figure it out. But anyways, I was trying to have my phone showing both of us to show how he was standing in an intimidating manner right in front of me. And he's like, I'm not trying to intimidate you. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. And then he can't answer if they've lied about me. That's because he knows they did. He knows they did. That's awful. Shame on you for lying at the courthouse. Okay, my rant's over, y'all. Sorry. For a minute.
Okay, I'm back in here. I heard you out there, but somebody called me and I think my StreamYard froze on my phone.
Your crowd is probably tired of my rant. I don't know. I've been.
No, they absolutely adore you. Are you kidding? I've got all kinds of comments about how hot you are, how nice you are, how you stand your ground. I mean, I don't think I've got anything negative about you.
I really appreciate that. Yeah, I just can't allow for somebody to come for me and my family. I want to make it clear, it's not like they're out in the bushes stalking me, no. But things are not done professionally here. They're not done fairly, and it is not okay. It is not okay at all.
I mean, look at that right there. What's that say? From James Forbes on this. Put your glasses on.
I got to get them on. I can't see. You're cool in my book, sweet James. I like it.
Well, you know what I think it is you got that country accent going for you. You're sweet as pie. You stand your ground. You don't get all full of crazy like some of these female auditors out here do. You keep calm and rational.
Yeah, I mean, I can be the biggest B word. I try not to. I know that's not good, but sometimes I can be. I try not to.
You know, so I think that has a lot to do with it because, like, you know, it's well, ripple effects. I want to tell you, I am going live on the Vigilance Committee's channel in 29 minutes because I just got the text. So I told him to give me about 15 to 20 minutes to wrap up here so I can join him on StreamYard. So I'm going to ask you guys to go over there at 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern, 2:30 Mountain, and 1:30 Pacific, depending on what time zone you live in. So that way you guys can watch me and Cliff Williams cover one of my videos and what his opinion is and kind of go from there. You know, and as soon as I get done there, I'm going to be reaching out to you, Ripple, and Dodd Asha, and a few other people that way I know I've been on here for almost 3 hours today. I was going to go do a bank audit, but like she said in the car on her video, it's so damn cold that I didn't want to stand out here for 2 hours. You know, I don't know how far Eufaula is from me. I mean, I'm in Fort Worth, so we're looking at
about 4 hours north of you.
I mean, we're looking at, let's see. Let's see how far it actually is from me. 200 miles. Okay, so we're looking at 3.5 hours with probably no traffic. I don't know what your weather is like out there, but it's 40 degrees here, and it was a lot colder than that this morning. With a I don't even know what the wind chill factor is right now, but we're supposed to. This is the high, by the way, right now, guys. 40 is my high for the day, and it's 40 right now. So it's going to get back down to 21 degrees tonight. We've got chances of snow on Thursday and Friday. So I don't know. You know, I might try to sneak out and audit on Wednesday. I'm waiting on a 911 call to come back. So I can give you that one I did. I believe it was Thursday that I did. Because it was pretty quick. It happened. It was kind of funny. It was short. It wasn't a lot to it. It's a pretty quick audit, but I want to at least throw the 911 call in there because I really want to hear what was said.
Thank you, Ripple Effect.
And I did ask for the radio transmission, the body cam footage. So I mean, I'm kind of at the mercy of at the police department at this point. Yeah. And if they don't want to give it to me, it's got to go up to the Attorney General, which takes another 2 months to get back to me. So it literally takes 90 days if you ever got to send something up to come back and get to you. So, but anyways, look at Ripple Effect says he's 54 minutes away.
See? Yep.
2.5 hours closer than I am.
Yep. He's north of me. I'm in between Dallas and Tulsa.
So Ripple Effect, I'm just saying it may be a good little road trip.
Maybe.
I'm just saying to that district courthouse.
Thank you, Ripple Effect.
Challenge that stupid little sign in the window.
Yep. Yeah.
That's all it was.
It was just a sign, and that was a whole new situation. They've never done that to me before. I've only recorded in the courthouse like a handful of times, but they don't want to be recorded. I mean, they're going to try everything to just stay as quiet as
Wait,
possible.
wait, hold on. Let's rewind that. Let's rewind that for a second. So you've recorded in there before?
Well, like, no, like on my court dates and stuff, I don't go in there since my arrest without a camera. In the past, I never really went to the courthouse. I didn't never need anything there, but yeah,
But
I
have you
recorded
recorded
the
in there before? Have you recorded in that courthouse before, though? That courthouse that you were in. You
Yeah,
recorded in there
but
before.
yeah, this is new. They didn't kick me out last time, but they did give me hell. But they did not kick me out. They allowed me to stay. I was in a hallway, but they weren't very good about it at all. And I'll eventually one day show that.
So this pretty much escalated from your previous times.
I haven't been in there in about 2 months, but yeah, it's basically escalated for no reason. The first time I was recording, I think the day of my initial appearance, and then other than that, I was just kind of maybe the second time I went to court for my another thing. I just recorded on the way because I didn't want to be harassed, and they're not loving me right now, so I always want to record for my safety. I do not trust McIntosh County law enforcement. I do not trust the courthouse at this point. Some of the court staff are extremely ridiculous. And you got to remember, in a small town, everybody's either related, married, or, so you just got to be, it just kind of sucks here. Everybody in that courthouse is, I swear, married, related, or whatever. So
They might be married to their relations.
they might be. No. But yeah, I just couldn't believe Dina Farrow kicking me out of her office like that. That was so rude, Dina. That wasn't very nice. That was not very nice.
Yeah, I mean, they're government officials. I mean, here.
Yeah, I just wanted to record. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I just wanted to record my interaction with her because, like I said, I don't trust them. And that's my right as a citizen, especially when they've given me good reasons not to trust them. Then it's my right at this point to protect myself and record. I mean,
but see, here's the thing. If I'm on their website and this was amended to add as of March 15th, okay, it is not prohibited in the use of cameras recording and broadcast is not prohibited in other areas of the courthouse, provided them. Okay, so let's see. Pittsburgh acceptance provide visual the use of cameras inside a courtroom in the immediate vicinity, including the hallways. The use of cameras, television recording equipment is not prohibited in other areas of the courthouse, provided that media representatives exercise diligence to ensure that such equipment and use do not interfere with the session of any proceeding. Okay, so what it's trying to say, it's not prohibited in other areas of the courthouse if it's going to interfere with the session of any proceeding being covered in the courtroom, adjacent to the proceeding being covered. So they're basically saying you can't film on the courtroom level
floor
if it's going to interfere with if it's going to interfere.
Yeah.
Now
I was just sitting on the bench.
I mean, they have to have a mandate that says you cannot. The directive does not prohibit any judge from giving photographic or broadcasting interviews from any television or radio station or to be photographed in any manner in chambers, and any judge may permit broadcasting, televising, recording, or photograph investigative ceremony or naturalized proceedings or any moot court trial used for educational or scientific purposes. So, I mean, right here,
I would
it
love
says is you can't record there if it's going to interfere with their session. Now, if there's no sessions going on that floor that you're on, you have the right to film in every area of the courthouse.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's
what I'm reading here right here. At least what I'm.
Yeah. I had read those.
I'm pretty sure what I'm reading.
And I'm telling you, that sign that she has on her office, and
except
they all
as
have
expressly permitted by the judge, because inside. See, in the only a judge can only prohibit the courtroom. They can't prohibit a courthouse unless it's the chief judge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And two, I want to point out, I
All
used
right,
to
I think
not
you
have.
cut out again. Hang on a second. I want to make sure I'm not talking over you. Yeah, that's my speakers again. Okay, there you go. I want to make sure I wasn't talking over you.
It's okay. I don't know. I just did not. I knew they would be assholes. They always are. They don't know how to do anything professional. It's all a big game to them. It's a big social game, I swear. But anyway, I'm not surprised at how I was treated. That man definitely tried to intimidate me. That was ridiculous, uncalled for. I just wanted to file my damn paper. And then for, prosecutors, if we're not allowed to talk and she's supposed to be professional, she's rolling her eyes and giving me dirty looks. I don't appreciate that. And I have asked through my lawyer, through a public record, not this lawyer. I have a really good lawyer now. I just want to point that out. He's really good. And but I had a different one, and I did not get what I asked for in my public record. And the reason I wanted the security footage was to show their demeanor, to show, things like that. There was a few other specific things that I really wanted to happen, but they will not give me that. So they won't hardly do anything like they're supposed to. They're going to double down on, or that's what they're trying to do, is double down and shut me up. But
yeah, and like I said, this can be argued because this is saying right here. I don't know if it's on the screen. I'm looking at number 2 because number 3 says, notwithstanding these rules, the presiding judge or an individual judge may promulgate specific rules governing the use of cameras, television, recording, or broadcasting equipment to remain in force and effect for any specific proceeding or event. So basically, it's saying that they got control over their proceedings and stuff, because this directive does not prohibit any judge from giving photographic or broadcasting interviews with any television. So if they weren't allowed to do all that, then why would the press be even in there to begin with?
right. Yeah. I think whoever wrote these rules, and
that's why this right here says areas of the courthouse, provided that media representatives exercise diligence to ensure that such equipment and its use do not interfere with the session of any proceeding being covered or with any proceeding in a courtroom adjacent to the proceeding being covered. So to me, that would basically be, maybe like right in the hallway when somebody's coming in, if there's like a high profile case or something and being disruptive. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to close this out. I probably will come back on after I'm done over there on the Vigilance Committee, because I would like to show a couple of ripple effects videos.
Yeah, that'd be
Or have him come on if he wants to. And I mean, you're more than welcome to come back up if you're, free and available.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm just gonna. I gotta run out to my car, and then
my thing keeps kicking my sound off for some reason.
It's okay.
My audio. Okay, go ahead. Now I can hear you.
Yeah, I'll definitely go over there and I'll be watching. I just got to run out to my car for a few minutes and grab some stuff, and then I can jump on later or here in a minute.
Yep, that's fine. We'll see you there. Everybody go over to the Vigilance Committee. I believe somebody put that in there. Rami put that link in the comment section. So we'll see you over there. Thanks for coming in, Wild Journey. Appreciate your time as always.
Thank you. I appreciate
And Everett Josephine, Rami, Sin City Giggles. I'll make sure I didn't forget anybody that came in a little late. I appreciate y'all here. Go over to the Vigilance Committee so you can watch me and watch some good videos over there. And I will see you guys on the next live stream.
All
Later,
right, see you
Gators.
later.